Dick and balls, Spider-Man.
I love when people do the impression of him. They're wrong about the accent.
Yeah. It's a little thick.
It's in there. But
It's
not
funnier
like,
when they do it that way.
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
Godspeed, Spider-Man. Oh, fuck my
gonna
mom,
finish
Spider-Man. I'm peaking at 85.
Peter, you didn't tell me you have such a nice boy pussy. That's what he says in the movie. I think boy pussy was a mistake.
Yeah?
I don't think anybody should have started calling it that, man.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I was peaking at 85. 70. This is a good level. I'm at 75.
Don't peek.
I don't want to peak.
He's peeking.
I'm peaking.
Get him over here.
We're
He's peeking.
we're in my fucking living room right now.
Uh-huh.
We're chilling.
This is the first in-person podcast.
Ever.
Not ever.
The first one that anyone
The
can
first
see.
in-person podcast to ever be recorded.
All the recorded podcasts that we have were over Skype because we're too stupid for Discord.
Well, we just don't like to touch little girls.
You're right.
Is the thing.
That's the rules.
It's the thing about Discord.
I paid $5 for the Jackass preservation server Discord just to get exclusive stuff that I found easily elsewhere, and I was really mad about it. They the whole reason I signed up is because they claimed to have all 24 hours of the Jackass 24-hour takeover, and they had 16 hours of it.
What the fuck?
I was so fucking mad. I messaged the guy.
How can you claim to have all of something you don't have all of?
I'm gonna crack open a LaCroix.
Oh, it was right next to the mic.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
Anyway,
did it peak? What happened?
It peaked.
You're gonna kill him. You're slurping.
It came out my nose.
I forgot how easy it is to make a podcast.
Oh yeah.
I was really worried
This
that I
is
would be
easy.
out of practice.
It's just as easy as
But
talking
I
to each other.
remembered. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I just got attacked by a dog.
I
A
got so
ravenous pit bull.
Fucking LaCroix on my nose.
Dude, I forgot. See, the reason I was anxious is because I was like, oh, what if I'm not good enough? I forgot that we suck at this.
You're so good enough. You're so good at this.
This is the loudest podcast we've ever made. This is she jumped. He's chasing her now. All right, I'm filling time. I'm filling time over here. This dog. Holy shit. Okay, so I've been worried because of how long it's been since we made a podcast. I'm over here. I'm on this goddamn couch. We didn't do the intro. Where are we gonna put the intro music? I don't know who I asked that question to. Nobody's here. I'm not looking at anybody. I'm not making direct eye contact with anyone else. No one else is in the room with us. And of course, there is no us because Noah is gone at the moment. I think he's chasing the dog or something. There's clanking, there's banking. We don't know what's going on. We're figuring it out. I can kind of see into the kitchen. We're in his home. What is it like for you to be in his home, dear viewer? This is the part where you fill time. Oh my god, he's talking about the pita chips? Okay, he's back. What the fuck? Your pants look nice. I was about to insult them.
Thank you so much.
It was only because I was filling time and I was trying to think. It was the first thing, I think aggression is the first thing that comes to my mind. I think that's because I came from an abusive household.
You're probably right.
Why do you think it is?
Asshole. I'm out of breath. I was wrestling
You
that
think I'm
fucking
an asshole?
dog. I was wrestling that dog.
Peter.
Welcome back to the Hear Me Out podcast. I'm
How you
Noah.
doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I was asking I wasn't fucking
Well, you didn't introduce yourself, so I didn't know where the fuck you were
I'm
going.
Jersey. How are you, viewer? Not Noah.
I hope the viewer is doing well.
I hope the viewer is doing well.
I love
the
our viewers.
viewer.
The one viewer.
We made the same joke in the first podcast.
Only one guy listens.
Is this
to
a soft reboot?
Is it? Or is it just a return from hiatus?
Yeah, I mean, you could see it either way. I kind of like the idea of it being a soft reboot, but what would be change? I can't think of anything to change.
We're completely abandoning the idea of pitching things that we like to each other.
It's
sometimes.
true, yeah. We're not hearing each other out.
That's our soft reboot, but we're going to keep the name.
Oh, yeah, because it's a good name.
It is a really good name.
There is one podcast. There is a Hear Me Out podcast.
There's a couple of them.
There's a couple of them.
I've looked into it. One of them's like music based or
Yeah,
something
fuck
like
those
that.
guys.
But if we get more famous in them, then we get the copyright. It's
Yeah.
not copyrighted. I looked.
It's like what's that character's name? It's like Superman.
Cal Kestis.
Cal L.
What does the L stand for?
It's, I believe it's Lois Lane.
Los Angeles. Try again.
Cal Los Angeles?
Cal Los Angeles.
Wouldn't it be L.A.?
No, it's one word.
So you said we don't need the pop filters this time.
I don't think we do.
So far, we've had a dog barking, yelling, slurping, opening of the can.
But have we had a pop?
I'm worried about this.
Have we had a pop?
Have we had a pop? I don't know if we've had a pop. I haven't
we've had a
listened
pop.
back to the damn podcast.
Oh, you're
We're
right.
recording it right now.
You won't listen back to it until it's uploaded.
Do I have a podcast voice? Do we know? What do we think?
I think you have a podcast voice.
I think you've got a podcast voice.
I don't think I have a podcast voice. I think I sound like a dumb little man.
Okay, well, that's not
boy.
fair at all. Have you ever listened to a podcast? That's what they are.
Yeah, but they're.
The Weekly Planet?
I love those
If
fucking
those two
guys.
men tried to speak to me in real life, I wouldn't have a modicum of respect for them.
Really?
I would not listen to them. I wouldn't hear them out.
They seem so smart to me.
I mean, yeah, I think they seem smart, but I mean, you can tell one of them used to be a teacher.
I love teachers.
I love teachers. I support the troops and everything, but still, I there's something. We just get. I think we need to have a studio audience next time.
Yeah.
I think that'd be great.
If only my wife.
But then
was
who
here.
would watch it?
Right.
Who would listen to the podcast? Because the studio audience would be everyone who already listens to the podcast.
Yeah, but we could just upload it for posterity.
That's true.
You know, and live podcasts are fucking cool. I think because we'd fucking rock it and roll it and rule it. I think.
Yeah, we'd wreck and rule.
We'd wreck and rule and roll. Where have we been?
Where have we been?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Why? Gus Johnson got canceled, and that was really hard on me.
That was his name? I forgot his name.
Gus
Johnson.
Gus Johnson.
How was that for you? How did you weather that storm?
That was really fucked up. I found out. Listen, it was late at night.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my little my nighttime routine.
What do you think about cancel culture?
So right before bed, I get cuddled up in the bed. I take the decorative pillows off, and I cuddle up in that bitch while my wife goes piss.
Oh yeah.
And
where?
In the bathroom.
Okay,
we got a bathroom in the bedroom.
As someone with a piss kink, that's not true.
That's fucked up of you.
I'm joking.
I'm judging you.
I'm joking.
Anyways, and during that time, I check Twitter, make sure there's no more world news before I go to bed. You know?
do that?
Finds out. Yeah,
I think that's good for your mental health.
Oh no, not at all. But you know, I found out about every celebrity death and major world event ever from Twitter in the past year and a half. So that's just how it goes. I just fucking burped. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'm comfortable because this is my home.
Who could have seen it coming?
Me?
If only we had known that you cracking open a damn Ricola.
Ricola.
What's Ricola again?
That's cough drops. You want one?
It's cough drops?
I got one.
I don't remember what the Ricola is.
It's a cough drop. It's my favorite cough drop. They taste like the mountains.
You need to turn one of those weeds upside down. Okay, so let me paint you a picture.
Well, hold on. I'm telling a story.
Hold on.
Jesus.
So look, we've got an N64. We've got a sideways Wii U. That's
the only
hilarious.
way it fits in there, bitch.
There's a whole other shelf.
That shelf is for my Xbox. That's currently in the bedroom because I like to play it on the big screen. What?
I would make a joke, but I feel like I don't even have to.
We painted that Xbox together.
It's true. We painted that Xbox
That's
together.
where we've been.
Look, I've got lightsaber parts tabs on my computer open right now.
Is your porn still open?
My what?
Your porn?
My porn?
The porn you
Let me
accidentally
look.
click on?
I don't think I have any porn open. I'm like, wait, no, I have a porn. I have a tab called Hot White Bitches.
That's amazing. Where are the white bitches at?
Where the well, it's the quote is where the white women at.
Yeah, I
White
think that has
bitches
a
would be
lot to do
disrespectful.
with. Jordan Peterson says that cancel culture is bad, and I'm inclined to agree.
Oh, interesting.
And so,
can you tell our political stances from this podcast, or would the hypothetical viewer who doesn't know us, who for the record does not exist, be confounded and sort of pulled back and forth trying to figure out what our political leanings are? Because I currently have a YouTuber I'm watching. His name is Retro Blasting.
Okay.
He talks about old Star Wars toys and old toys in general, mostly Star Wars. And it is for about 2 years I've been trying to figure out this man's political affiliations.
That's the worst.
It's impossible.
Yeah. So, because Gus and Eddie are gone.
Mm-hmm.
I listen.
Are gone.
They're gone.
He's around.
Yeah, but
he
he's
lived.
You know. Every once in a while, I'll pull up an episode of the Super Mega Podcast.
Yeah,
and those guys, they're pretty left leaning. They're Bernie Bros, the both of them.
I didn't know that. But that makes sense.
And sometimes they'll just go, "Man, fuck women," and they'll move on. you know?
I have a joke kind of like that right now.
Oh, yeah? Tell me about it.
Every once in a while, Rose will walk into my room. Our room. We live in the same room.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said my room. And I'll say, and this is a joke I stole from one of my favorite podcasters, but it's you can tell trans women are real women because they're annoying.
That's
It's funny.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
And he said it was funny. He looked at me.
I said that's fucked.
He said it was really funny.
Replay that now. That's fucked.
See, because he's the one that edits this. That's why he didn't actually replay it. I want you to know that that's why he repeated the phrase.
I haven't edited it yet,
anyway,
so you don't know.
Liv Posting, I believe that is her name. Like her, like on her driver's license, it says Liv Posting.
That's amazing.
It's my favorite joke in the world.
Okay.
Did you like it?
Is there a point?
What did you? Well, just I stole that joke from her.
Oh, okay.
I feel like a lot of leftists have jokes like that. There's a lot of critique of Gen Z humor, which we do technically fall into, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
I think we fall pretty well into Gen Z, actually.
Yeah, I think it's like
Quinton
98.
Reviews is like a Gen Z boy.
Is he?
Yeah.
Does he count himself as that?
He does.
That guy is so deeply fucked up.
He is. He is.
Like, you can't sit
I
down.
think you are related to him.
We don't look anything alike. Is it because we're fat?
Can we get a vote on that? Is Quinton Reviews fat? Are you fat?
If I'm fat,
I don't know who's fat. I gotta be honest with you.
I think I'm bigger than Quinton Reviews, so that's not even fair to him. I'm
pretty sure he's like 7 feet tall, so I don't think that's true.
Yeah, he's an ogre.
Oh, you can't say that. I wanted to be on the podcast.
The last,
I love Quinton Reviews.
I like that guy. He's just deeply fucked up in a good way.
He looks like if Human Shrek didn't shave.
The last podcast, in the description says shout out to Quinton Reviews. Because you told me if I didn't spell it like Quinton, it's Quinton but with an O instead of a Q, that you'd kill me.
Really?
Yeah, you said because we do the shout outs.
There's so many things. Oh, do we need to do a shout out?
No, they're in the description.
Yeah, but I feel like it'd be good since we're soft rebooting. I think we should add the shout outs to the actual show.
Can we get a shout out to Christina Applegate?
Who's that again?
I don't know. That's from Eric Andre.
Oh, okay. I don't know who Christina Applegate is.
I think she's an actress.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I was laying in my bed while my wife was in the bathroom, and I see on my phone.
That reminds me. Hold on.
Gus Johnson is trending. Now, this was October of last year, thereabouts. Every time Gus Johnson trends on Twitter up to that point, it's because the sports commentator Gus Johnson did something funny. This time it was not. It was
the other boy.
Because the man who made me want to make this podcast.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Just fucked up so hard and bad.
He did. Like it wasn't like a once fuck up though.
Yeah,
it was like a for an extended period of time continual fuck up.
Up until like the end of his relationship, yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was pretty deeply fucked up for my brain and my psyche, I think.
That is definitely.
I think we would have come back to the podcast sooner if it weren't for it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Did that happen post our previous episode?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, a few months.
I don't remember exactly when that happened because it wasn't as monumental for me as it was for you.
Jamie, pull that up. How long has it been since the last podcast?
Jamie. Hey, Steve.
Who the fuck is Steve?
Steve.
What the fuck is Steve?
Steve.
Steve from
when
Minecraft?
When I say Steve on our very expensive editing software, it's a perfect square on my levels.
Really? Let me see it.
Steve.
Oh my god. That's a square if I've ever fucking seen one.
Yeah. Well, that one's more of like a tooth shape, but you know what I mean. The first one was a perfect square, and I've kind of been trying to recapture that magic, kind of like, kind of like how we used to be really good friends, and we've been trying to recapture that magic.
The number 64 is a perfect square.
It's just not working,
It has been
64
months.
No, it's not. It's a line.
It's been 14 months since our last podcast.
That's depressing. Speaking of depressing, let's get into what I've been up to.
Yeah, tell me.
My entire life fell apart. That's as much as I'm going to elaborate on it.
Get fucked, idiot. I got a full-time job.
Yeah. Technically, it's a full-time job. It's a full-time job at a coffee shop, so I work like 1 hour a week.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I don't mind it.
I worked in tech support for 4 months,
and
it was awful. It was awful.
Oh, yeah, it was bad.
But it was a bad time. And now I'm living the dream.
I was worried they were going to try to, do something to you if you tried to leave.
There was definitely a cult up there.
Yeah, it was, at the very least, cult in, the professional definition of a cult. Not, necessarily, a hyper-religious thing. But, this is definitely an in-group, out-group sort of fucked up, you can't leave.
It's one of those
culture.
workplaces that you'll see on r/anti-work in a bad way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you see anything on anti-work in a good way? I'm not on anti-work a lot, though.
When people join unions.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's a good one. Did you just yawn on the fucking podcast?
You slurped and barked on the goddamn podcast.
I didn't bark. Dog bark.
Yeah, whose dog?
Huh?
Whose dog?
She's her own dog.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is. What do you think? I own her? Abraham Lincoln outlawed that on June 19th,
1967.
The same year as.
Did you know JFK never listened to the Beatles? He was assassinated before they got big in the U.S. Isn't that funny?
He probably heard him. He probably heard.
Do you think he was just on the beat of the indie British rock bands?
He was probably into that shit. He was a pretty boy.
Have you? Okay, I don't want to be one of those podcasts that talks about tweets on the podcast.
Oh, I love tweets.
That being said, did you see the one that's a picture of Jackie Kennedy? She looks like a fucked up dog person. She looks so fucked up, and I don't know where it's from. She's in front of the White House.
Yeah.
And the tweet just says, "I know he had to feed her bacon bits to keep her calm." Sorry, I've got the Joker's laugh going on.
That's okay. I remember last year when everybody found out that Jamie.
Wouldn't it be funny? This isn't happening, but wouldn't it be funny if theoretically someone was trying to stealthily walk through this room right now?
Yeah, just trying to grab the vape out of my head.
Someone was fucking fiending for some vape and stealthily walking around.
I actually
like
just
a Nick Ninja.
That's fucked up. A what?
Nigga.
You can't say that.
I can't. I'm black. We've established this on the podcast.
Oh yeah.
What if someone in the audience thinks I'm lying?
I'll show.
What
pictures.
if I was just Jewish?
I'll send pics.
People think I'm Jewish. Do you viewer comment right now if you think I'm Jewish?
Yeah, Jackie Zell.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's all we've got now. This is like the end of Last Jedi when it's
that
like,
was
they
the
look
only...
around and they're like, there's like 30 guys now.
Yeah, and one of them's a fucking purple-haired SJW.
Actually, she died. Spoilers.
That's really fucked up.
Spoilers for The Last Jedi, which came out in 2017.
I accidentally called Jackie Kennedy the First Lady of the United States, Jamie Kennedy, who's the guy that plays the main character in the sequel to Mask, Son of the Mask.
He's also in Bubble Boy, I believe.
Wow.
No, that's Jake Gyllenhaal.
But Twitter found out, like, last year.
I saw that movie when I was 6, and there's pussies in that movie.
Twitter found out last year that Jackie Kennedy sucked dick, man.
What do you mean?
Like, in the,
she was
giving
like a bad dude?
oral sex kind of way. She was
married.
No, she
Most
was going
married
down.
people are giving oral sex pretty regularly.
Pre-JFK, she was just slurping down the White House, man. That's what I heard. That's what the...
Where'd you hear this from?
Twitter? Yeah.
I think you're talking about Nancy Reagan.
You're fucking right.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You're thinking of
Nancy Reagan sucked dick.
Because the Reagans were Hollywood boys before they were...
Nancy Reagan was...
I say boys, you know what I mean.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Nancy Reagan was the dick sucker. Hear me out, podcast.
Hear me up.
Listen, Nancy Reagan was the dick
Okay,
sucker.
wait. What if I have a new soft reboot idea?
Jackie Kennedy was the one that looked like she needed bacon bits to keep her calm.
What would compel someone to say that?
You see somebody looks like a dog. You gotta comment on it. Every podcast we do, I'm convinced it's the worst one we've ever done.
Yeah, you say this every time. I think you're. They're only getting better. I think you're incorrect.
Oh yeah, we're fucking hilarious.
Oh,
Tell me about your great idea.
We're really funny. Okay, so here's my idea for the podcast.
Tell me about it.
We're what 5 episodes in.
This is our 4th episode.
This is our 4th episode. Yeah. Well, to be fair, we recorded 8 pilots.
You're right.
So our schedule is a little bit different.
It's a little fucked up. We could wipe this off the face of the planet, start a brand new one tomorrow.
That's true. I mean, I don't want to, but we could.
I would never do that.
Yeah.
What's your idea?
It's like how Gamer from Mars keeps all his old videos on his YouTube
I don't
channel.
like that fucking guy.
I fucking hate him. But
I feel like I've got a reason.
I do. Well, he's a pretty shitty dude, I feel like. Or at least, I mean, I don't know anything about the person, obviously. And I think it's irresponsible to make claims about someone's personal character.
Yeah, don't
You've literally
spread
never heard them speak in the same room as you. Like, you don't know. I don't know shit about the Gamer from Mars. That being said, I don't like his content. I don't like the way it kind of preys on the downfall of others.
He's like, he looks like Scarce. Do you remember Scarce?
Scarce. Dude, what happened to Scarce? He died or something?
Nah, you know.
He would say Scarce here, right?
That was him. That era of YouTube's gone.
What did he do?
iDubbbz makes like documentaries and shit now. You know, there's no content cop. There's no Leafy.
People are mad at iDubbbz, right? Because his girlfriend's a sex worker?
Yeah,
That's stupid.
People hate iDubbbz, man.
People hate him.
Mad
he said the nigger word?
Yeah, he did.
Who cares? I'm a black person. Listen to me, okay? It's all about uplifting black voices. So I say you to say the fucking nigger word, and you won't do it. Listen here. Say it, bitch. Do it right now. Comment it.
We're opening the mic.
Put it in the comments. Say nigger. Nigga.
It was also like
any way you want. Negroid.
The The whole content, and I hate to be the guy who's like, yeah, he said the N-word, but the context, it was an insult he was called.
It's true. And
he made like a whole video about, those words and their negative effect on things and how you shouldn't say them. And that was where the fucking thing came from.
And also, like, I think, and we've talked about this personally, but when it comes to people saying that white kids in 2016 saying the N-word, nigger, the nigger word, there's this idea that it's like, well, it was never okay, and therefore you're fucked up for it and you're evil. That's just not how anything works.
No, it's really, and the example I always bring up is the example of the F slur in Clerks. Those guys.
This movie's about clerks, dude.
Yeah, those guys that were 20 years old in 1994.
Making a movie on what, $300 budget?
Yeah, in a fucking small town and
at their
somewhere
job,
in the Northeast.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
right? Like they were actual clerks at the time.
Kevin Smith was.
Okay.
Yeah. They totally would have said the F slur.
They were.
And like everybody.
It's weird. I haven't seen Stranger Things, but do they be saying the F slur in there?
They don't.
That's weird. That's weird.
It's definitely like an inaccuracy in some way, but like you have to like acknowledge that it was always a bad thing to say, but like the cultural,
you said it right.
Lexicon. What's the fucking word? Zeitgeist.
Yes, zeitgeist. My favorite word, probably.
It was like that just happened,
is.
Like whether it was bad or not, it was just a thing that happened.
Yeah, and this has a lot to do with socialization. Getting back to my point, which is more important than yours.
Right. I'm sorry.
Where it's like white boys and white girls. Let's not exonerate white girls. White women in general are socialized to think that slurs are just kind of another curse word.
Yeah.
And curse words are funny to say. Objectively, everyone knows this. Fuck, shit, damn it. They're funny.
Yeah.
He laughed. I don't know if the mic picked that up.
It was the way you were looking at me.
Fuck,
it was
shit,
like,
damn it.
Yeah, you're looking at me like you want to like fuck.
Really?
It's really bizarre. Yeah.
See, people. Let's talk about this real quick.
Okay, you're like rubbing your nipples now.
I had a. Yeah, it's true, but that's just kind of something I do. I'm like Conan O'Brien in that way.
Does he do that?
You haven't? Have you ever watched Conan?
I've seen some Conan.
Yeah, but like, have you like? Are you how
have
knowledgeable?
I consumed Conan?
Have you consumed it?
Did I sit my white ass down and listen to Conan?
Who tweeted about seeing the? Oh, it was Big Joel, the video essayist. He said, "I didn't watch Rise of Gru. I sat my white ass down and listened."
White House down.
My White House down.
Isn't that a Gerard
Butler when they made
movie?
2 movies in the same year about the White House getting invaded?
Yeah, Olympus has.
That has nothing to do with the fucking police state propaganda situation going on in Hollywood at all. I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
Probably.
Remember when it used to be like a way to denote that it's the future if a woman or a black person is the president?
Oh yeah.
I think that's so funny.
And now both have happened.
Yeah. No?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Yes, Delano.
Well, they is it Delano?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never say it right.
Get fucked.
But he didn't even extend the New Deal to black people, so I don't really care.
The what?
The New Deal. The Green New Deal.
That's bad.
Which part of what I said are you saying is bad? I said a lot of stuff in one fell swoop.
The ball is in your court.
The ball's. Let me be clear.
I can't do that.
Have you seen the picture of the damn squid? They take him out of the water. He said, "Let me be clear."
No,
it's clear.
No,
it turns clear.
That's
it's great.
fucked up.
It's hilarious.
I don't believe that.
We should have Obama on the podcast. Let's ask him some questions.
God, I'd love to have Obama.
If
on
Obama here, let's role play. I'll be Obama.
Okay.
And you'll be the podcast.
Huh?
You ask me podcast questions, and I'm Obama.
Oh fuck.
Let me be clear.
Okay.
I like to imagine he's always very loud.
Oh yeah, always.
Because he had to talk as the president for so long. You see that video where he kicks that door down?
Fuck no.
It's hilarious.
Is it cool?
It's not cool. Nothing Obama did was cool.
He played basketball and he looks cool when he's doing that. When he's got his little shorts on.
I'm pretty certain he did not play basketball, and you're being racist right now.
No, I've seen pictures of him with shorts on.
This is like when they say he smokes weed. It's a picture of him smoking a cigarette.
I'm putting it on the screen right now.
No, you are not.
Yes, I am.
We both know you're too lazy to do that shit.
What the fuck, you dude?
You've never put anything on the damn screen.
You've never fucking done anything with this. Just sit down. You just sit down. You talk. And
I came up with this podcast.
You come say the N-word on my podcast.
First of all,
really?
That's not fair to say at all. No, you're definitely funnier than me.
That's
and you're a
fucked up.
huge influence on my sense of humor as well.
Wow.
I mean, we met when we were at very influenceable ages.
Yeah, that was like the time where we had to pick our personality, whether we were gonna be
Definitely
Patrick
so.
Bateman or the Joker.
Which one did we choose?
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. The Oscar-nominated film. Are the Oscars out yet?
No, that was that.
Anyway,
no,
white people are socialized.
Will Smith did what?
Will Smith killed Jax. Will Smith killed, what's his name? Jeffrey Fox.
What the fuck? Chris Rock? Osmosis Jones himself?
Chris Rock shrunk down and went inside Will Smith and fought his germs? What the fuck? Is that legal?
You just spoke a different fucking language.
No,
I
did
didn't
not.
understand a goddamn
My
thing you
favorite
just
racist
said.
line from Star Wars. I'm not going to do the accent, but when the racist aliens do, my lord, is that legal? And they say it all racist like.
Newt Gunray is so racist.
Newt
dude.
Gunray is racist as shit.
That guy's.
Fun fact: he's named after Newt Gingrich.
I told you that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Newt Gingrich, and also Reagan in reverse. That's
Yeah.
the part that I told you. Right?
No, I told you about Reagan. You told me about Newt.
That
I
makes more
texted you.
sense.
Because I found out about it. I was like, Newt Gunray is named after Ronald Reagan? ? You said no, he's named after Newt Gingrich.
But it turns out I Googled. It's both.
You Googled it.
Yeah, I Googled it. Have you seen Dougal? Terrible film. Anyway,
No.
young white people are socialized to believe that slurs are something that are just like a curse word,
Like
which
fuck.
isn't true. A slur is a completely different thing, and that's why a lot of young white people you will run into think it's okay to say fucking coon and jigaboo and nigger and all this shit. But jigaboo is objectively funny. Can we talk about this?
No.
White people invented that one to be funny. Surely.
Let me put it on the record. You laughed when you said all those slurs, and I did not.
Yeah, he didn't. That was me.
I sat my white ass down and listened.
He listened.
Yeah.
So listen here. Sit your white ass down and listen.
Right.
You can't just fucking jump on someone's dick and balls because they said nigger when they were 16 years old. That's silly.
They've probably grown since then. If they haven't, you'd know. I feel
you'd
like
figure it out pretty quick.
they'd be using their platform for something worse.
It's really easy to tell if someone's racist.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
I'm sure.
Like, it's not hard, you know?
Typically, they're not very quiet about it.
Yeah.
Where's the silent racist to that?
I never met one, but
No.
maybe that's because where we live.
Yeah.
I feel like when there's not a lot of black people around, like in the north,
Mhm.
there's a lot more silent racism.
Yeah, they're the quiet racists.
And I haven't lived in the north since literally Obama was inaugurated as president, so I'm not the one to talk about living in the north. But like, I feel like that's probably the case.
Yeah, it's probably like a lot of those little white bread areas. You know, they don't have anyone to take it out.
Black
on.
people are almost mythical, you know.
Yeah, they see one, they go, that's like a Unicron.
The Transformer who eats planets?
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No.
Unicron.
Mm-mm.
Yes, he does.
No, you're thinking of Unicorn.
It was the last role of Orson Welles.
Really?
I believe so.
I watched an Orson Welles movie recently.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember the fucking name of it.
Was it the sex tape one?
No, it was the one that was in
made
development
that
hell for 40 years after he died.
Oh fuck.
He made it in the 70s, and
What if once again someone was trying to sneakily go through this room?
but now they're passing the vape back to me.
Yeah, now you're the Nikja.
I don't get what the fuck the nicotine ninja.
Nicotine ninja.
Oh man, you got me.
Yeah, it's an onomatopoeia.
Anyways, shaking your head.
I'm shaking my head because it's not an onomatopoeia.
SMH my head.
What's some vernacular we need to bring back? I'm voting Jigaboo for sure.
Sorry.
He laughed that time. Got him. It's over.
Don't call me out like that.
It's over.
Don't call
It's
me out
over.
like
It's
that.
the end.
You're right.
Wake up, cocksuckers. It's all over.
Wake up.
So anyway, here's my new pitch for the podcast. Now that I've talked about slurs, basically,
As you do every time I see you, it's fucking weird.
I'm thinking about it just because Twitter, for some reason, it feels like, and I say it feels like, if anybody's the authority on this subject, it's me.
Yeah.
Or someone in similar circumstances.
The
as
forefront black person of the United States of America.
Exactly. Yeah. Obama's son.
Yeah.
What if it turned out I was Obama's illegitimate child? People used to say I looked like Obama. Isn't that fucked
Oh,
up?
that's so fucked
I was
up.
9.
A man walks up to me, he says, "You look like George Herbert Walker Bush." I'm fucking killing him. This is fucking over with.
My
for
favorite
him.
picture of George Herbert Walker Bush is the damn Mission Accomplished picture where he's on that fucking, what's it called, a starfighter? the damn aircraft carrier. It says Mission Accomplished, a big banner, and you can tell they took this picture to put it in history books. After they win the war on terror. They never did win the war on terror.
They lost.
And
the
so
war
it's
on terror.
almost like looking into a different dimension, you know, where like the American Empire wasn't actively collapsing by the time of our adolescence. You can talk now.
Do you want to hear a fun fact about George Herbert Walker Bush?
Absolutely.
So he was president from 1988 to 1992.
No,
that was his elected. He was 89 to 93 technically.
Oh, I was talking about the wrong Bush. God damn it.
You fucking dumbass. Herbert Walker's daddy Bush.
I was talking about W.
You're talking about W. You can't. They misunderestimated me. That's what that guy said. I saw the one today about
Fool me once.
There's a saying in Tennessee. I know it's in Texas. I think it's in Tennessee. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, you can't fool me again. In the 4 years,
I'm sad that the guy who threw a shoe at him is homophobic.
Is he?
He is.
That's fucked up. You know, he will search Twitter for the words "guy who threw a shoe at George W. Bush," and he'll respond to people who call him cool and shit.
I had no idea, but you know what? Maybe he's learned and grown since then.
Yeah, maybe so.
I hope so.
George Herbert Walker Bush, who was president from 1989 to 1993,
never
never once, as far as I know, maybe once,
never sired a child.
4 years.
You're
thinking of Jeb. You're forgetting about Jeb.
Oh fuck. Jeb.
Never publicly said the word AIDS.
Really?
At the presidential podium.
What about Reagan?
Yeah, that he weaponized that shit.
I feel like you can't not say AIDS.
Oh yeah, if you're Reagan, you're talking about that. AIDS. He probably invented the monkey thing. You think?
What monkey thing?
That patient zero for AIDS was a monkey, and
is that not true? Have I fallen for United States propaganda once again?
I am pretty sure it is a conspiracy theory that some man fucked a monkey and then gave AIDS to everybody
because
else.
Gay people are evil people.
Yes,
fuck
correct. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm spouting misinformation on the internet.
Maybe so, but that's normal.
I love spreading misinformation on the internet.
I think spreading misinformation is kind of fun. I think you got to be careful with it, but you got to be careful with everything, you know?
Yeah, you have to be with great power. To quote Uncle Ben, with great
comes great can't get fooled again.
Can't get fooled again.
You know, my favorite part of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2002 is when he says, "Peter can't get fooled again," and dies.
He looks at him and then he cries and then
Squid Game. So dies. What happened to Squid Game?
It ended, and
I never watched it. I don't like to engage with whatever's popular because I'm a hipster asshole. But I was just curious about Squid Game.
And your raging xenophobia towards South Korea.
I really hate South Korea. Yeah. I'm a big North Korea guy. Yeah. That's just me, though. It's like Pokemon. You just pick red or blue.
Which one's which?
Well, I believe according to their own government, North Korea is communist, but that's not necessarily the case. I don't really know a ton about North Korea. Gotta be honest. I'm an American.
They don't want you to.
Yeah, it is true.
That's like
actively spreading misinformation about themselves on the internet.
Yeah.
But I would go for red for North. Right?
Okay.
That's their Red China, Red Korea.
Red Dawn.
Red Dawn. That's a very xenophobic film. It's very good though. Unfortunately.
What's the one with Cuba Gooding Jr. from 2012? That's a remake of
Iron Man 1.
No, that's not Cuba Gooding Jr.
Is it not?
No,
those niggas look the same to me.
Oh man, that's Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. Has he even been in a movie since or before that?
Have you heard of Terrence Howard's math system?
Yes, you told me about this.
He believes 100% in the system that we use for math, except he fully believes that 1 × 1 = 2.
That's insane.
That's the only difference.
Why would that changes everything?
That changes the whole world.
That's like if the laws of physics change.
A single number 1 = 2.
Actually, it is literally because physics is applied math.
Right.
So if that were true, all of physics that we know is also untrue, right? Or at least our ways of measuring what happens in the physical world.
Let's get into his mathematics. You know what? Terrence Howard might actually be the guy in that movie that I'm talking about. I'm not fucking with you.
Him and Cuba look the same, dude.
Is
it him that bit the dog ear, or is that
what the fuck? What are you talking
about?
Snow
Dogs.
In what?
You never seen Snow Dogs?
That's Cuba.
That's Cuba?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cuba was such a good casting for OJ.
He was.
He pulls off OJ.
I didn't know he played OJ, but that's
he played the fuck out of OJ. Ray Romano's in that shit.
I'm OJ. Ray Romano plays OJ?
Yeah.
That's cool.
No.
I have a book.
I lied.
I don't know if you've heard about this, the audience. House of Leaves. Fantastic book.
Too many words at the bottom.
Spine chilling. Lots of words at the bottom. Supposedly, whose favorite book is it again? Can we say his name on the podcast? No.
But I'm cutting that out.
There's no fucking way that nigga's
No, he's never read it. I'm cutting the whole thing out. He's never read the fucking book.
Nobody's read that book but me. Anyway. I'm the only one that's smart enough to read the book.
Yeah, you're right. Everybody else is stupid and fucking dumb.
I'm standing up. My balls are sweating.
Get them balls some air and
These
shit.
weak balls are heavy.
I'd put a fan in here if it wouldn't fuck up our sound more than it's already fucked up.
It would be weird, yeah.
What's your pitch for our podcast?
Oh, yeah. Basically, we're competing with each other a little bit.
Okay.
It's sort of a play on the natural rhythm of our speech and our conversations where we're kind of constantly not one up each other necessarily, but altering the subject and kind of yanking the conversation back and forth. And basically we're trying to get each other to hear each other out. So it still ties in with the name.
Yeah.
But we're also almost competitively changing the subject.
We're playing verbal tug of war until we stick to a subject and whoever brought it up wins.
Exactly. It's a little game.
That's fun.
I think we should try it. I don't know if it'd be good or not.
We kind of already do. Now we just have to declare a winner when it's over.
Yeah. That'd be kind of fun though, right?
Yeah.
It's like
who won this episode?
Who won today?
Next?
Who won? Who's next? You decide. Are they still using that? Because I think we can take it.
I'm pretty sure they're still using it, man.
Are they going still?
Yeah, man.
I thought one of them got shot and killed.
That's fucked up of you to say. You're thinking of Steve from Blue's Clues.
He's alive.
No.
He was on Blue's Clues.
He died of AIDS
recently.
in 2004.
He died of AIDS?
You
said he was shot and killed. What was on the bullet? AIDS?
Yes.
That's what they say happened to Eazy-E.
They put AIDS on the bullet?
No, they shot him with a fucking tranquilizer dot full of AIDS.
He already had AIDS.
No, that's how he got it, they say.
Oh, okay.
Is they shot him. One of his enemies stuck him with a needle with AIDS.
With an AIDS needle.
Which sounds like a bunch of like weird bullshit to me.
Yeah, it might be a little bit homophobic, probably.
I'm pretty sure it's like, but he wasn't gay, so he can't have just gotten AIDS.
Yeah, AIDS was still the gay disease.
It must have been an evil, I don't know, some sort of Nick Ninja, if you will, shooting him with a blow dart.
I've got a Reddit notification.
Oh, gross.
And a message from my sister. Shout out to my sister.
Shout out to your sister.
What's her name?
Fuck, what's her name?
What's my sister's name? Huh?
Chloe?
That's it?
That's it. Okay.
You got it?
I was full of doubt.
I
was worried that I'd get it
You've
wrong.
never been
What's
sure
my
of
sister's
anything.
name?
Deanna.
Isn't that funny?
It's hilarious.
I love her so much. She built a lightsaber recently.
Really?
Yeah, she built her own lightsaber at Disney World. Very
Disney
exciting
World?
stuff. Yeah.
My
dad also just got her a trampoline. I think it's very funny how obviously the favorite she is.
Sometimes they are.
And it's like your third go around. So it's like you're really good at it by then.
You've got that.
He was terrible at it with the first two. I gotta be honest.
What if Dion listens to our podcast?
I mean, he won't.
I'm gonna ask him to.
Just in case, Father, if you listen to this podcast, I love you, and we have had many a conversation about how you were not ready to be a father when me and my older brother were born, and I totally understand that, and I do think you're a good dad. Anyway, Deanna is your favorite.
You really just fucked up the flow of this whole thing, and I don't really know if I'm gonna be able to recover from it, honestly.
What do you mean? Tell me about that.
Well, I mean, we were just kind of riffing, and you started talking to your fucking dad, and you know how I feel about that.
Tell me about your dad.
I couldn't tell you shit about my dad.
What's the last thing you said to your dad? Do you remember?
Bye.
Okay, well that's fucked up.
What?
Go a little further back than that. It's like saying the last line in a book is the end. Yeah, I know. Go further back. Or like, how everyone says the last shot of Empire Strikes Back is that shot where they're all looking out at the stars together?
No.
Okay, well that's what everyone says, the last shot.
Okay.
That's not the last shot. The last shot's of a spaceship. Wow. It's just not memorable. So that's the last real shot in the movie.
So
which is fucked up to the special effects guys.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Their work isn't important. That's what I say.
I disagree.
Oh, tell me about that.
No.
Okay.
Do you really not know the story the last time I saw my dad?
You've told it to me, but it's been since we were in physics class in 2017.
I'll go way back to it. Let's talk about Donnie for a second.
Oh my! His name is Donnie. I didn't even know that.
His name is Donald.
Oh,
I call him
Donald.
Donnie. Nobody calls him Donnie except me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, when I was 13.
Are we gonna edit out that dead space, or are you just gonna be a lazy fucking piece of shit again about it?
It's funny. Fuck you. Who's we anyways? Are we gonna edit this shit out? You're not gonna see this again until it's on YouTube. You know it.
Yeah, it's true. I want the audience to know that I do definitely not the lion's share of the work on this podcast. If he didn't think I was funnier than him, I would be having to do more work.
Yeah.
But since he thinks I'm funnier than him, which I don't think is true, and I sincerely doubt that you, as the audience, think is true either. I mean, I feel like he's got more jokes per minute than I do.
What's your JPM?
My JPM, I would say 7.
Okay.
Somewhere around there.
So, anyways,
what's your JPM? Hold on.
Up there. Probably.
Up there.
Probably on the 400.
Up there, down there.
500.
Chinese, Japanese, dirty knees. Look at these.
You can't say that anymore.
I didn't do the face or anything.
When I was a kid, I watched my great aunt do that with the eyes and everything. Man, it was fucked up.
Did I ever tell you about the first time I went to the Japanese steakhouse where they cook the food in front of me?
Oh my fucking god! You've told me this story. It's got to do with your mom, and I don't remember what happened.
It actually has to do with my aunt.
Oh shit! Yeah.
My mom was there and did sanction
your
the whole
mom's
thing.
sister.
And it's a classic story about white people are not taught about racism at all.
What's your aunt's full name?
George H. Lucas.
What's her address?
1111 Skywalker Ranch. That's actually George Lucas's home address.
You just doxed George Lucas?
You can Google it, dude.
That
Who
man's
cares?
a billionaire.
What's he gonna do?
Sue us.
You doxed me.
He'll go.
Peter.
Jar Jar is the key to all of this.
Jar Jar. He's a funnier character than we've ever had before.
Yeah.
That's the full line. I think that's funnier than I think the rest of the quote is.
Okay.
I feel like maybe I did kill the vibe of the podcast.
I love saying okay when you say something like a point that you want me to reply to.
Okay.
It's
funny. No, it's a good move.
What
See, I
happened?
feel like, does that count into your jokes per minute?
Yeah, it's my only joke. What happened at the Japanese steakhouse?
Okay, so basically, me and my cousin, who is white. Everyone in this story is white except for me.
Except for you.
Yeah. And they would not. My family at this point would not admit that I was not white. They
weren't ready for it.
They would call me tan. Have I told you about this?
Yes.
They would say he's so tan. What the
He's so
fuck are you
tan.
talking about?
No,
I'm
you're-
African American.
Yeah.
I'm not. What the?
That's so.
How you
fucked
get
up.
this tan?
You were gaslit.
You left me outside for what? 3 weeks?
3 weeks when I was a baby.
Yeah. What
Never
happened
recovered
there?
From it?
I never recovered from this
You
tan.
still got the tan.
Yeah, I've still got the tan from when I was a baby, dude.
What's that?
I think we need to bring the dog back in barking.
That dog is. Wait. She's gone.
Oh man.
She's out of the.
You never admitted to owning her, but I know you do. I've seen her papers. She doesn't have any freedom papers.
They're hers. She is. Why would she hand her freedom papers to you?
She doesn't have a hand. She can't hand me shit.
Exactly.
That's the worst joke we've ever made on the podcast.
No, that's a great joke. That's
By
hilarious.
far.
I know somebody's laughing about it. I'm laughing about it.
Absolutely
while I edit
not.
it. I'm laughing while I edit.
Nobody's laughing at this.
Here, I'm gonna put in the edit of me laughing at that.
Should we talk about the interview?
The movie from 2014 with Kim Jong Un and.
Let's actually. You know what? Let's talk about that. Did you know that that was leaked in the big Sony leak, the big Sony hack?
Yes.
You know, at the same time that was leaked. Also, the spec script for an Aunt May film where she's a super spy was also leaked, starring Sally Field.
Has that ever happened in the comics?
No.
Do you think it'd be cool?
No. In the comics, his parents are super spies, and I think it sucks.
What if she were a regular spy?
What is a regular spy?
They don't have like the.
They don't have cool gadgets.
I said, be careful. His bow tie is really a camera.
What was that?
That was America by Simon and Garfunkel.
Is that a real line in that song?
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard that song, I don't think.
Pass me a cigarette.
Why are you putting it on your throat?
So they can hear it real close.
Pass me a cigarette. My levels were way worse when I did that. I was
Really?
looking, yeah.
Oh, they couldn't even hear it, man. That's fucked
I mean,
up.
they could hear it, but it was not.
Your
as
levels are fucked up over there.
It's true. I think it's because I'm using a goddamn Microsoft Surface Pro 7 or something.
Well, it's some fucked up.
It's a nice computer, but I feel like it's got weird little quirks like that. I feel like having bad levels, it sounds like something that would happen.
It's kind of quirky.
Anyway, my aunt came to us and she said, I have something very important to tell you. We're going to the Japanese steakhouse and there's going to be a man. He's going to look like this. And she did the eye thing that they do. Man. And she says, and he's going to talk really funny. And
funny.
And he's going to have a language that sounds funny to you. And you can't laugh about it.
Yeah. Well, at least.
Which is like, her intentions were clearly good. But I think this is another example of, people are not taught what is and is bad, what is and is not bad about racism.
Yeah,
and what is and is not racist even.
Yeah.
Right?
They should.
And then people get surprised, like, why I knew blackface was wrong. Why didn't you already know blackface was wrong? I don't know, dude.
Sometimes people have to tell you that.
Did you ever learn about racism? No. You watched a video essay when you were 16 and you're acting like these people should have already known this? You're stupid.
Especially where we're from. Some people get conditioned the exact opposite.
The exact fucking opposite.
That's not racist. They're just sensitive.
It is funny.
Yeah,
and you can point
hilarious.
and laugh at them.
Jeff Dunham's little suicide
his
bomber
puppet,
character. Yeah, that's
what's his name? I'm gonna look it up. God damn it.
Yeah, I don't want to be wrong. No, you won't mess it up because I'm afraid if I guess,
I'm pretty sure it's Ahmed the Dead Terrorist.
That's exactly it. Yeah. Ahmed. Yeah, and he puts a real.
We're getting a yes. We're getting a yes from
getting a yes.
Nowhere in specific.
Thanks, Jamie.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Steve and Mike
and
Will too. Have we talked about how much I fucking hate William Haynes on this podcast yet?
We haven't.
Okay.
And I want William Haynes on the podcast, so tread lightly.
I don't think me hating him would be a preventative from him being on the podcast. Okay. I mean, remember when he did that 1-second interview with Donald Trump? That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was really.
That was a great movie.
It was Matt Lieberman. Yeah.
I've heard about Matt Lieberman being mad at him at the time. I think that was cowardly of Lieberman, honestly.
He was mad at who? At Will?
Lieberman was mad at Will for doing that. Yeah.
What?
Because it put their their reputation as as a reliable news source on the line.
They were never a reliable
But they were
news
they
source.
were fucking source fed.
I love SourceFed to death.
Yeah,
SourceFed was the first podcast I ever listened to.
Same here.
It's a fucking fantastic group of people, and I cry when I think too hard about them.
Love them.
But
Love
they
them
were
all.
owned by Philip fucking DeFranco.
Philip DeFranco,
who
dude.
is not my number
Fill
one
her up.
source of news.
No, he used to be when I was 14.
Yeah, that's how I got my pop culture.
That was before I was voting, though.
If I were still watching, I bet you money right now there's a video on Philip DeFranco's channel about the Noah Schnapp Doja Cat feud that's going on right now.
Rose asked me about that yesterday.
Really?
And I couldn't bring myself to feign interest.
Yeah, you can't.
I don't know what happened, and I couldn't give less of a fuck about it.
Do you want me to tell you?
I mean, sure. Who
Doja
cares?
Cat sent Noah Schnapp a DM.
Okay.
Said, tell that ugly, beady-eyed British guy on Stranger Things to send me a DM.
Who is that?
Joseph Quinn.
I don't know who that is.
You don't need to.
Okay.
And Noah Schnapp posted that she sent him that, and then she got mad at a child.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
People do that all the time.
I'm looking up Philip DeFranco.
Before we even, or if we don't even have to, but regardless of whether or not we're going to get into whether or not it's fucked up to post people's DMs, you have to also recognize that we are socialized to just be doing that all the time.
Yeah.
People do that, and it's just funny.
Yeah,
it's just
hilarious.
a little goof. There's entire communities and Twitter accounts and Reddit. What are they called?
Karma.
No. What's like a Reddit community called? I don't remember.
A subreddit.
A subreddit. There's entire subreddits of just people doing that.
Yeah.
And then someone else does it, and someone's mad about it, and this person has fans, and the other person has fans, and everybody's fucked up about it. And it's like, I feel like I'm borderline. I sound a little bit like Jordan Peterson on this one.
Don't we all?
And I don't like it. I
That's
don't like
okay.
it because
Tell
I'm
me
not
your
like
opinions.
cancel culture's bad. That wasn't my Jordan Peterson, by the way. My Jordan Peterson's way better than that.
I want to hear it.
Up yours.
That was really fucking good.
Up yours. My throat's a little bit sore now. I can't do it.
From what?
I've been talking a lot.
Really?
It happens to me a
for
lot.
45
If I'm verbose. for a
Overly
long enough period
verbose
of time.
email series part 3.
What did you say?
You don't know what the fuck I'm talking about ever. I be making references and shit, and you go, "What is that?"
And then you refuse to elaborate. This is going to be the last fucking episode of the podcast.
Why the fuck would I elaborate?
We're breaking up like the Beatles. I'd rather be at the bottom of the sea than doing this. Fun fact, that's Ringo's quote about how he wrote Octopus's Garden.
Really?
Yeah, he'd rather be at the bottom of the sea than hanging out with other Beatles.
I'd like to be
under the sea. That's a great song.
in an octopus.
He's going to come after us. He's alive. We can't sing his song.
Yeah, you're right. One time you told me you liked it because it was funky and also it had a little doodle-a-doo.
And a dance at night high energy.
Yeah, you told me all those things, and I was like, "What the fuck is this guy on about?"
It's a great song.
You
It's
fucking talk.
probably the best Beatles song.
Is it?
Either that or I Me Mine.
What about?
Or Glass Onion. That's good.
No, that's the new
I'm sorry.
Ryan
That's
Johnson.
a new film.
Today's
Do you know what's in that movie? Do you know what's happening in that film?
Chris,
We're not a movie podcast. We're not.
tell me about it. I want to know.
Daniel Craig's gonna have an evil twin.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to see him do that.
That's what I'm hearing. Oh yeah, I think he's a good ass actor.
He's a cool fucking guy.
Oh my god.
Wasn't
I
he
don't know
supposed to be in
shit
the new
about him.
Doctor Strange? He was supposed to have a cameo on that.
They
He
said
didn't show up.
the rumor had it that he was going to be Thor, but I don't know about all that.
He could have been Thor.
He was initially a runner-up for Thor.
Yeah,
Or-
so was
Hiddleston.
Hiddleston.
Yeah, I think they should have
And-
gone with him. Honestly,
I've seen the screen test. He pulls it off.
he pulls it
man.
off well.
He would have those bleached eyebrows.
There's a soulfulness there that is lacking in Chris Hemsworth Thor, and I love Hemsworth as an actor.
Yeah, but he has no soul.
He's a ginger.
Yeah, he's
He
really
has no
fucked up.
soul.
You can't say that anymore.
I think you can.
Can you?
I think you can. Sure.
We need to get a ginger in here.
I think I need a soundboard with like a laugh track.
Oh yeah, we need one of those like radio soundboards that like does like fucking.
4.69 The Beast.
You're listening to This Ain't Your Mama's Rock Station.
We're about to play some crazy shit, and then it's fucking
Imagine
Green Day.
Dragons. What'd you say?
I said Green Day, but yours was better.
Green Day.
Green Day's good. It's just not like hardcore. You know?
What's the best Green Day album you think?
Whichever one's American Idiot. It's American Idiot, right?
Yeah, American Idiot's on American Idiot. What's your favorite song on American Idiot?
American Idiot, easily.
Do you know any other
Wait,
fucking Green Day songs?
Is Jesus of Suburbia on?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's
is.
better, actually.
That's probably the greatest Green Day song of all time.
My
Maybe.
21 Guns is up there for me. But that's just because I
Really?
really like Transformers Revenge of the Fallen.
I listened to 21 Guns too many times
Fun
when I was like
fact.
10 years old.
Transformers Revenge of the Fallen is the most racist film of all time.
Yeah, that was one with Skids and Mud Flaps.
That's the
and
one where
shit.
Tom Kenny does a black voice for 2 separate
Is it
characters.
Tom Kenny
It's Tom
that
Kenny,
does it?
SpongeBob himself.
Oh my fucking god!
And I'm sure he's learned that that's fucked up.
Ice King.
I'm not telling. Yeah, Ice King himself. I'm sure once he became
Mr.
friends with
Krabs.
Rebecca Sugar or whatever, he learned that that's pretty not cool.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, SpongeBong.
SpongeBalls.
SpongeBong.
I watched.
Weed Pants. Was that the name of that parody that they did on MTV?
I don't know. Was it good?
No,
Was it funny?
Mm-mm.
Was it entertaining?
The fact that it exists is entertaining. Well, I'm crazy peeking the mic when I move it fast.
Peek that fucking mic, dude. I just did the same thing. Hell yeah. What the fuck was that? You okay?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't either.
I don't know what you're talking.
What if I knew what I was about to say?
I can't imagine a reality where that's the case. You know.
So what do we do?
Has one of us won already? Who won? If so.
Who's next?
You decide.
What's your favorite epic rap battle of history?
I don't have. They're bad.
Put them all on the table.
I don't know if you know this, dear viewer. He has a fucking obsession with epic rap battles of history, and the reason I specified the epic is because one time I forgot it, and he knocked me clean out on his kitchen floor.
Yeah, you can't disrespect Nice Peter and Epic Lloyd like that, dude. I'm sorry.
I didn't know their names until right now.
You do now.
Fucking hell.
I was really into them when I was like 13 because that's the thing you do when you're 13 is you watch bad YouTube content.
See, I wasn't even there then.
I was so into them that I know all of the words to most of them.
I guess the one with Rhett and Link would be my favorite. Who are they fighting? Smosh?
Which one was that one?
I'm pretty sure it's the Renaissance Painters versus Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, it's Smosh and Rhett and Link are in those ninja costumes or something. Anyway,
I don't think you can't say like it's fine because you didn't say ninja. But I don't think you can say ninja.
Yeah, I'm sorry. To all our Japanese viewers, I do apologize.
What if that was what it was?
Holy shit! Your mom's on the podcast. Put her on speaker, please. I hate you.
Okay. Well, what if it's a family emergency? Anyway, that'll be funny. Hey, you're on the podcast. What's up?
Oh gosh, I was just seeing how you are.
I'm doing good. It's been a full. Did you know it's been 14 months since the last time we recorded a podcast? Isn't that depressing?
It is.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm having a good time. I'm over at Noah's place.
Oh, good. Well, I just wanted to check in on you. Jim is playing tonight, and I'm just home, so I don't have a ride, but I'm just gonna be here. So.
Okay, cool. I might head over later.
Yeah, if you want to get dropped off here, then I can take you back later or something.
Neat.
Okay. Love you, sweetie.
Love you too.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
That's so beautiful. Do you want to hear the story the last time I saw my dad?
Our relationship's in a pretty decent place right now.
That's wonderful.
Cool. We need to talk about Jim.
Do we? Your stepfather, Jim?
Yeah, I love
who has mics much nicer than the ones we use?
He does, and he won't let us have
He won't. One time we touched him, and he looked so offended about it. Do you remember that?
He was so weird.
I was really like...
He's weird about everything. I like, just for the record, I like him. I think he's
Are you going to interrupt again to talk to your fucking family members? Because you got to cover your ass and have good relationships with your family
I'm not trying
and
to
shit
cover
like
my
that?
ass at all. I don't feel like my relationship with Jim would be in jeopardy if I talk shit about him on this podcast.
That's fair.
I just don't have much shit to talk about Jim. You know?
So tell me about Jim.
Opinions on gentrification.
What do you want to say about Jim? Get it over with.
I'm done. That was it.
You said let me talk about Jim, then you didn't.
I kind of forgot. To be honest with you.
That's real.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing that this podcast has for is its realism.
No. Absolutely.
And how accurate our personas on the podcast reflect our real life.
What do you think is different about my persona versus my podcast persona?
See, I think yours changes much less than mine does. Because obviously I won't make you repeat a story or tell me a story. Like I won't be like, oh, tell me about that.
Yeah.
You know? But like you just talk. You're like way more comfortable about it than I am, I think.
I mean, I've been since my famous YouTube channel, Bo Alexanderable, really took off.
Mm-hmm.
I've been very comfortable behind a camera or on a camera or near a camera.
There's no fucking camera here.
Actually, if you look at my goddamn laptop, there's a camera right
Is
in
it
the
recording?
fucking middle. No, there's not, but there's a camera there.
Then what are you talking about?
I meant to say microphone.
You meant to say microphone.
Yeah.
Why did it take you so long to just admit that?
I was freeballing it, as they say.
No, they don't. You made that up just now.
What do they say? Free ranging it.
Raw dogging?
Raw dogging. See, now this is the problem. See, you think I'm funnier than you. Your delivery is much better than mine. The way you said raw dogging there was just fucking clean. Man.
I cracked myself up.
Great
man.
stuff.
I gave myself.
I peaked my microphone. I probably peaked yours.
You didn't peak my microphone.
You didn't beat my microphone. Why are you defensive and 7 years old at the same time? It's a really specific vibe. You captured it very well.
I think there's a defensive 7-year-old in all of us.
Oh, absolutely there is. Have you ever had a political discussion with someone over 45?
No.
That's what you're doing.
Tell me what it's like.
It's almost like, and this is my completely out of whole cloth
Mhm.
metaphor. It's almost like talking to a defensive 7-year-old.
So it was like mid-February of 2015. I was 14 years old, and
That's actually older than I thought you were.
My grandmother's roommate, who we lived with, she lived upstairs in our house, moved out, and my grandmother's roommate is good friends with my dad, and he agreed to help her move. And I am 99.9% certain he did not know I lived there. And I go upstairs to assist in this move because I'm a nice little 14-year-old.
Yeah.
And there's my fucking dad.
Oh, so you were.
I had no
unawares
idea.
even at this point.
I
till you
freaked the
saw
fuck
him.
out. I call my mom, and I go, Mom, Donald's here.
Donnie.
He's right. I just looked at. We didn't say a word to each other either. We looked at each other, and I walked the fuck away.
You turned and went.
And then he finds out I'm there. Hey, man.
Get your fucking shit together. God fucking damn it. You do this every time. This is the reason we haven't fucking recorded the goddamn
I'm talking to my
podcast.
therapist about it. We're trying to get it figured out. And anyways, eventually he does talk to me.
Every friend group should have the same therapist that they share.
Yeah, we all talk to each other, or talk to the therapist tells us about what our friends say.
Oh, I don't think they can legally do that.
But what if they did?
I think it'd be terrible.
I think it'd be hilarious.
I think someone would get killed over it, which would be hilarious.
That would be hilarious. Death is funny.
Death is real.
Someone's there and then they're not.
This nigga was obsessed with that goddamn song,
For singing about.
and
It's not for me.
it's actually a very. I was gonna talk shit on the song. I couldn't even really do it. It's very good. Who did that again?
Mount Erie.
Mount Erie. I knew it was something Erie. I was gonna say Lake, but that's just a great.
No, that's one of those.
Do people outside the country know about the Great Lakes? Surely not.
They've got to. We know about the Mediterranean.
The Mediterranean's a sea.
We know about the Great Wall of China.
Yeah, that's a great wall. These are some lakes.
We know about Madagascar.
I mean, what about that big ass lake that's super deep in Russia? Do you know the name of it? I don't.
Mount Erie.
Oh yeah.
We know about Mount Olympus.
That's because of its place in Greek myth. Mount Sinai. We know about Mount Sinai. But those are mountains. I feel like they're more remarkable. Everybody knows about the Ozarks.
We know about Salt Lake City. We know about.
I was about to say this in the U.S. and now I'm afraid I'm wrong. It's in the U.S. Surely.
Tell me.
They wouldn't have a Salt Lake City anywhere but the United States.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Where's it at? What state?
I'm thinking Missouri.
You're fucked up about it. You're wrong.
Hold on.
Jamie, pull that up.
Jamie, can we get that going on? Mike, Steve, Will.
Hey.
Candace Carrizales.
Candace.
I feel bad for. I can't fucking read that. Did you write that in colored pencil on a napkin?
Jamie. So before.
It'd be funny to be the kind of famous where you're mean all the time.
Oh yeah.
Like that's clearly terrible for everyone involved.
Yeah, but
except for
you've got to be living the fucking
That is
life.
hilarious. Utah.
Salt Lake City, Utah.
Salt Lake City is not fucking in Utah.
that's the
Actually,
home
now
of
that
the
you say it
Mormon
like
church.
that sounds about right.
I know about the Dead Sea.
Did
and
you
its
know?
Scrolls?
You know what's fucked up? I've been telling people like this, like it's a fact. I don't actually know it's a fact or not, but I believe Mormons believe that the historical Garden of Eden was in Jackson County, Missouri.
I've heard that.
I've heard that as well, but where I'm getting it from is the Book of Mormon.
Let's talk about soaking for a second.
You know what? Is it bad of me to? I think soaking would kind of be nice.
Oh, I'm
like a
sure.
hot tub for your dick. Right?
It's like a little dick tub, yeah. It's definitely fucking though.
Oh, it's clearly fucking.
Who said it wasn't?
But you know what
fucking?
else is clearly fucking? Getting fucked in the ass.
Yeah, and that one's.
And I mean, you know, the little Baptist girls running around here getting fucked in the ass.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Baptists. It's a denomination of Christianity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
you know, it's like, you know, no sex till marriage. You can fuck me in the ass though. What?
Yeah, that's really fucked up.
So what? Gay people are just virgins, full
All
on.
of them, yeah.
Gay men are just all virgins.
Well, yeah, it's you don't lose your virginity unless you have homosexual sex, heterosexual sex.
You don't lose your virginity unless you have
Leave me alone.
homosexual sex.
And anyway, so he comes up to me, right?
It's called
and-
homosex. By
And
the way.
he's like, "Hey, boy, I'm your dad." And I'm like, "I know."
Yeah, that's what he said.
No, I don't remember what he
Okay.
said. I don't remember how the conversation started. My mom showed up, I think, to
Oh.
lubricate the situation.
Interesting choice of words.
I couldn't think of another one, man. And so we get to talking, and he's like, I really want to make an attempt. I'm going back to college. I'm gonna buy you a beater. I'm gonna fix you up a car. Just all that shit. That was 7 years ago. I've not spoken to him one time
that
since
shit did
then.
not happen.
Not one time. He stopped responding to me when I sent him a Happy Father's Day on Facebook.
Wow.
And so in retaliation, I fucking killed him.
I think it's a rite of passage to at least want to kill one of your father figures, if not to outright do it. And I think if you don't do it, you're kind of a pussy.
Yeah, cowardly even.
Yellow-bellied.
Little
Can you say that,
baby-backed bitch.
Baby-backed bitch?
Yeah.
I want my baby back.
Do you remember on the SourceFed podcast where it opens and it's Steve Zaragoza and he says...
The one where he's dressed like a fucking chicken nugget?
No.
Have you seen that one?
No, that sounds
shit's
good.
hilarious. It's a little bit fucked up because a big part of it is that just he's fat.
Yeah.
But he is also dressed in a full tanned sweatsuit. Wow. And he does kind of look like a nugget from McDonald's.
That poor fucking guy. No, he shows up and he goes, man, it's been a coon's age since the last podcast.
Yes.
Everybody's like, you can't.
Whoa. Yeah, there's an immediate recoil. Yeah, that's great.
And there's also a great one visually speaking as well. It reminded me of the nugget reminded me. There's one where Brie Essrig just has porn pulled up on her phone.
That's amazing.
Looking at. And like no one at the table sees.
Yeah.
You can see on the camera, and I imagine one of the editors included it because it was funny.
That's a hilarious.
But like
bit.
it's very funny.
So I want to talk about the coon's age thing for a second.
And he says it funny too. He's like, it's been a coon's age.
So I once met a man at a Magic the Gathering card shop in Northeast Arkansas, where
was
we
his
live.
name Kunter Kinte?
Nope.
Wouldn't that be fucked up?
No, it wouldn't.
If someone's named Kunter Kinte.
It's not my place to make fun of African names. And he claimed to be first cousins with Steve Zaragoza.
You've told me about this.
And I believed him.
Yeah.
Like they kind
You
of
still believe him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I could see a family resemblance. Like they had the same beard line.
Wow.
They were the same level of. You are pretty sure they're Hispanic, but you cannot be sure and don't want to assume.
Steve is definitely in that territory.
Yeah. And
so is Mike, which is funny because he's Italian.
they had, I mean, they were like childhood friends and around here. And I know. And so I'm sure that he just picked up a coon's age from somewhere near Northeast Arkansas.
Yeah,
and somewhere in the American South.
Carried that with him to Los Angeles, to the SourceFed podcast room.
Yeah.
And
Darren Von Gardner left it in.
That motherfucker.
How do you feel about DVG, Darren Von Gardner?
You showed me his music one time and I hated it.
I have to be honest, it's bad.
I felt it was like if it were.
Well, I say it's bad. The stuff from 2016 is bad.
Okay.
I haven't listened to his new stuff, and it's been on the radio recently. He's really up and coming.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
If it were like a year earlier that you showed it to me, and I was still into Childish Gambino's first album, which is awful.
It's definitely in the Gambino territory. I feel like as far as rap goes.
Yeah, I would have probably loved it. I'd
Okay.
probably still like. I know every word to Bonfire by Childish Gambino.
I sure as fuck don't.
All
It's a
of
point of
those
pride
words-
for me as an African American.
Yeah, all of those words are terrible. Every single that song is fucking bad. Let's talk shit about Childish Gambino for another hour.
Gambino, he's good. Like he's talented, but damn, was he misusing his talent for like a good two-thirds of his career up to this point. Anyway,
the polar opposite of Chance the Rapper. Because he started off Childish Gambino.
You think Chance is gonna come back?
No.
You don't think so?
I think he fucked up.
I recently saw it. I say recently. 2 years ago, I saw a tweet that really fucked me up about Chance the Rapper. Was Chance the Rapper ever good, or were we just 16 years old?
I think Chance the Rapper was good.
I go back. I think it's good, and I'm not a very nostalgic person. In fact, I hate the way nostalgia is weaponized in the modern American culture. And so I sort of intentionally kind of try to ignore its pull, even though it's there for everybody. Obviously,
everybody, even you,
it's part of the human mind. Yeah, even I. I mean, I'm certainly not better than people who are engaging in nostalgia culture. I don't know. I feel like a lot of what comes out of nostalgia culture is really uninteresting.
Yeah, it's just a worse version of what they're trying to replicate.
Yeah. And like whenever that stuff that people want to be nostalgia culture isn't, they're mad about it.
Yeah.
Like Star Wars.
Yeah, where's Jango Fett?
Where is Jango Fett? We need to get the Book of Jango Fett.
The Book of Jango Fett.
That actually reminds me. Did you know in the year 7945, Glup Shido went missing from the Boonta Eve Classic?
Fuck.
Yeah, isn't that fucked up?
Did they ever find him?
I don't know actually. I couldn't tell you. Fucking hell.
I hope they do.
You hope they do. Like he's still out there?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he could still be out there.
He's like immortal, isn't he?
I don't actually know
If he's immortal,
I mean, he got ripped in half, and those two halves crawled back to each other and reconnected.
You're thinking of Ultimate Wolverine.
He
Did you know
regenerated
Ultimate Tony
from a
Stark
single
isn't
drop
white?
of blood one time. Isn't he?
Actually, that was a single atom.
One drop of blood is just one atom.
I forgot. You're right.
Yeah, one blood atom.
One blood atom.
One blood atom.
I had a friend named Adam, and one time his cousin told me that he caught him playing with himself after a shower. And at the time, I was like, ha 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 ha. But that's fucked up.
That is
He
fucked
shouldn't
up.
have told me that.
Yeah, that's not your business.
What
That's
the
not
fuck,
his
man?
business.
Yeah.
What was his cousin's name? Let's dox him.
Alex.
Your move.
I know his last name, but I'm not gonna say it.
I don't want to know it.
I
don't
feel
give
like
a
he went
shit.
to jail or
I
something.
do not fucking care.
Have we never mind. We're not going to talk about goddamn Cavassier because I want to be. When I leave here, I don't want to be mad at you.
Yeah, we won't bring it up.
But no, I see. I almost did it again. I want to talk to you about something.
Okay.
The Hosnian Reckoning calendar is a Star Wars calendar. Actually, I've already lost interest. We're not talking about it.
Okay, so I won.
I think maybe. I don't know.
By winning. Why did every middle-aged white celebrity lose his mind over the phone in Good Morning America in 2011? What was up with that? What changed that made Mel Gibson say the N-word to his fucking fiance?
Yeah, I don't know. 'Cause that's so weird. Mel Gibson. The Mel Gibson situation to me is extra weird, right?
I'm confident Mel Gibson made Passion of the Christ because he wanted to see.
Beat up a Jew for 2
He
hours.
wanted to beat up a Jew. Yeah, that was. Just,
but then that's the thing. They didn't even cast a Jew as Jesus.
They never do.
Yeah, it's some Scandinavian nigga or something.
Name one Jewish Jesus.
I can't. Except for, I guess, the historical Jesus Christ.
The H in Jesus stands for Hussein.
Yeah, a lot of people forget the Hussein, but it's really important. Jesus, Hussein, Christ.
I heard he was born in Kenya.
Yeah, I heard he's not even an American citizen.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing from Pontius.
Jamie, pull it up.
Jamie, can we get a where's Jesus from? Kenya? I'm getting Utah in all caps.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is nuts.
Yeah.
The Mormons were right.
Oh,
Holy
fuck.
shit. You know the Mormons believe that the Jews invented submarines?
That was the opposite, I think. I'm pretty
Ooh.
sure the Nazis invented submarines, like in real life.
No. According to the Book of Mormon, the Jews traveled to North America.
Okay.
Which is already wild.
Yeah.
Turned into the Native Americans.
Like
because,
some sort of transmogrification?
Yes, because they rejected the Christian God.
Do you think it looked like Animorphs?
I would like to imagine it looked a little bit like Animorphs because there's actually a story. There's an old Mormon folktale about a Native American girl who does the right thing and assimilates into white culture and becomes Mormon.
Yeah, she
actually physically turns white.
Wow.
Yeah, and actually, here's another fun fact. I'm not trying to come after Mormons in this way, by the way. I just think it's funny and interesting, and I religious zealotism has a huge grip on where me and him live, and thusly I'm very critical of.
I feel like it's the same difference as like people going after Russians versus people going after Russia. It's like when I'm mad at Russia, I'm not mad at this fucking guy.
Yeah, some fucking nigga in Russia.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
I'm mad
about
at the
him.
government.
I'm mad at the people who are holding these people in Russia hostage.
Yeah,
because they're their government.
So when we talk shit about Mormons,
in fact, all governments are holding you hostage.
We're not talking shit about John R. Mormon in Salt Lake City, Utah. We're talking shit
I
about
don't give a
Mitt
fuck
fucking
about that
Romney.
guy. Yeah, Mitt.
We're going after Mitt. That motherfucker's name is Mitt. Okay,
I think that's
hand
something we need to talk
shoved
about.
so far up your rear, call you Mitt. I believe is the line.
That's the line from Epic Rap Battles of History, a series that I love deeply. I've watched the recent ones, and I know they've always been bad, but they're worse. Like
You think so?
The more money they get, the worse they get. I think.
I think that's possible, maybe because of some kind of corporate interest or fear of losing an audience.
And they're like
fear
50
of losing
years
an audience
old.
can make you lose an audience.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my favorite Buddhist proverbs is a man frequently meets his destiny on the road he took avoiding it. And I think that's usually the case, right? Like you're like, oh, I'm so worried about making a shitty epic rap battles of history. You make one.
Okay.
Yeah. fucking hate you.
What'd I do?
You okayed me again.
I'm sorry.
You're always doing this.
Am I?
And I think
just
you
picked
think
this up
it's
recently.
making you win. I think it's making you lose right now. Because look, I think I'm gaining the upper hand. Oh my god.
What?
That's just the biggest fucking cloud of smoke I've ever seen in my life.
Holy shit! My house is on fire.
Your house is on fire right now. Jamie, put the fire out.
Jamie, get the fire extinguisher.
Who's Jamie? Is he from the bald guy?
Yeah, that's Joe Rogan's
Rogan.
assistant or whatever the fuck, you know.
Doesn't H3H3 have one of those too?
Yeah, he fought in the Creator Clash.
What?
He fought in the Creator Clash?
Oh, what happened with the Creator Clash? People were mad about that, weren't they?
Were they?
I heard people being mad about it.
I don't think. I mean, iDubbbz made a boxing event. Some people beat the shit out of each other. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel like that's cool. Like,
They raised,
it's
like,
a win-win. Like, it doesn't actually matter who fucking fights and wins.
Yeah,
right?
they
Like,
raised like $5 million
gives a
for
shit?
charity or some
wasn't
shit like
Rice
that.
Gum there?
Rice Gum was not there. The whole point of it is that Rice Gum was supposed to fight iDubbbz,
Oh, and he didn't.
and iDubbbz got buff.
He
And
got
was-
jacked to shit. It was scary. It's like
Uh-huh.
one of those videos where you see a shaved chimpanzee.
Yeah, and Rice
I'm
Gum.
pretty sure iDubbbz could be a shaved chimpanzee. I'm not sure.
Yeah?
If the jury's still out on that.
The jury is still out on that. Jamie, pull it up. And Rice Gum didn't show. And
Holy shit, that's lame.
yeah, iDubbbz said fuck it and just was like, I'm gonna contact like a few dozen YouTubers and ask if they just want to fight each other.
I see. So that's the reason it all happened in the first place.
Yeah, and then the title match was iDubbbz versus some Doctor Man, and the Doctor Man won.
I totally forgot you told me about that. Oh, the doctor he lost.
iDubbbz lost.
He got so ripped though.
He did. Well, the
You think he
Doctor
threw
Man
it?
was what?
You think he threw it?
No, the Doctor
Okay.
Man's been a boxer. Like
Oh,
that's
okay.
his thing.
I don't know why I was picturing a fucking pharmacist from Walgreens.
Nah,
of course, it would be a boxer. This is a boxing.
A boxer doctor.
boxer doctor.
That's a
See, I said that funny.
veterinarian.
That's why I'm gonna win this one.
That's what a veterinarian is called.
No.
A boxer
No.
doctor.
No.
You know, like
No.
boxer the dog breed.
No.
Dog.
No.
Wow.
Have you seen about all these people who want to fuck Paul Dano because he was the Riddler?
Paul Dano is so fucked up in the face and literally always has been.
He looks like, him and Daniel Craig, they don't look at all alike, but they both look like if you turned a potato into a man.
Oh, that's fucked up. If one of them is Irish, you're getting canceled.
I'm Irish.
No, you're not. You're black.
You got me there.
You can't
Fuck.
have it both ways.
God damn it. I'm actually eligible for Irish citizenship.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
That's how recent in Irish I am.
Who's Irish?
My mom's mom.
So not your dad.
No, not my dad.
Okay.
I'm God for fucking sure, God-forsakenly goddamn sure that I'm goddamn Italian. I know it. I fucking know it.
Did you see the pizza I sent you the other day?
No.
I sent you a pizza at the grocery store. It was in the freezer.
Oh wait, this is ringing a bell.
The
Keep going.
brand. Papagino's.
Yes.
Tell me about your Italian heritage.
Well,
Jamie, pull that up.
there's all these goddamn names in my goddamn family, and they're all on the black side of my family, so I don't know what that is. Maybe we just got bought by an Italian family at some point. I don't know if they could even do that, though, The
Yep.
Italians. Could they even do that? Could they buy black people? Because
Who?
they weren't, because how British people,
Anyone
racist
could-
British people
anyone
don't
could
think
buy-
Irish people are white.
Really?
Yeah.
What
This is
are
a
they?
real thing.
Are they
According to-
black?
No, they're just Irish.
Okay.
Like a lot of like European style racism, which you can see the remnants of in U.S. history. But once white culture really solidifies in reference to the culture of others.
White people do have a rich culture.
Mm-hmm.
Mayonnaise.
Unseasoned meats,
Racial slurs.
racial slurs. I think white people do deserve some credit for how funny some of the racial slurs are. Gotta be honest.
You think so?
Yeah, Jigaboo's funny as fuck,
So
dude.
someone walks up the street, calls you that. How do you feel? You
I
gonna
mean,
laugh?
I'm mad because of but looking back, as soon as I was out of the situation, I would be thinking it was funny.
Really?
Oh yeah.
If someone called me that, being white, I'd be mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that? Because you don't want to be associated with those darkies.
Jamie, pull that up.
My darkies? Darky sounds like something Scooby Doo would say.
I would be mad on your behalf.
That makes sense. That's very you're
Because-
such an ally that way.
I have black friends
Mm-hmm.
and
I don't.
a distant mixed cousin.
That's true.
Which
Which also means you can say the N word if you want.
well,
You sounded just like Matthew Patrick when you said that.
Matt Pat.
Yeah, Matt Pat.
What the fuck is he up to? Didn't he get in some drama recently?
I have no idea.
Like
What-
think the Delta Rune. What's the first Delta Rune?
Undertale.
Undertale. I think the Undertale guy told MatPat to never put Undertale in another video.
Well, the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's hates MatPat's guts.
A lot of people hate the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's guts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why? I don't know anything about Five Nights at Freddy's. I just know that he wrote in a character called Matthew, who gets like vored alive.
Is he the one that gets Bite of 87?
No, he's not. Because the Bite of 87 person, I just realized I know more about FNAF than I thought I did. The Bite of 87 person was a child. And was just bit and died, but wasn't eaten.
Oh, okay. Matthew was a grown-ass man.
Yeah. I don't know what happened in this book, but apparently there's a man named Matthew. He's a theorist of some kind.
Oh, really?
And
that's just a theory.
He gets eaten alive by one of the monsters or something. And
they're not monsters. They're animatronics.
What's the difference? And then
Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese is a monster.
No, he's not. He's a rat.
If you saw a rat that goddamn big, you'd kill it with a gun.
Kiss him on the lip.
Dude, it fucked me up when I found out dogs had lips.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Dogs got lips, man.
No, they don't.
Bring in Moira here.
No.
Bring her in.
Jamie, pull that up.
Moira.
She won't come.
Fuck.
Yeah. Get fucked, idiot.
I'm really upset about it. I'm serious. Dogs have lips. Check.
Check? You want me to... Gums are what you're talking about.
No, there's a thin little lip.
A thin blue line.
There's a thin blue line on the dog's lip.
Mm-hmm.
Someone saw you hear about Spider-Man Lotus?
Oh, yeah.
Where
he's from around here?
Yeah, that's what I heard. He's from Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that funny? The racist.
Is that what? Isn't that funny? Is it over? Oh, no, he's coming back.
Not done yet. I hope that wasn't too bad for you when I dropped the mic.
My levels looked good.
Yeah, I dropped my microphone.
Mm-hmm. But my mic would have heard it. You didn't even pick it. You touched it.
You touched it, didn't pick it.
Who's your favorite anti-Semite?
Whoever directed Jesus Christ Superstar.
Mine is the guy that made Spider-Man.
Norman Jewison is his name.
Spider-Man Lotus.
Yeah. I don't know about what Spider-Man Lotus's deal is. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to do this.
It happens.
What happened was I did knock over his TV and break it into a million pieces.
Yeah, it's happened before.
But the Spider-Man Lotus man, someone on r/action figures made a thin blue line Spider-Man custom action figure.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh yeah, it's great stuff. And he's got all these pouches and walkie-talkies, and he's got a blue hoodie on, and he's all black, and his eyes are blue.
Wow.
And
it sounds like it kind of looks cool.
It looks all right, but it's like, that's weird, you know?
Spider-Man does kind of enjoy the police sometimes, I think.
Well, I think when he's handled by a poor writer. Like, is Spider-Man PS4, he's like...
A poor writer?
Yeah. Like a writer who doesn't have any money.
That's fucked up.
No. I mean, think about it like this, right? Like, if God wanted him to have money, they would.
Jesus could turn water into wine.
Yeah. Also, it's wrong to drink alcohol.
The blood of the covenant is thicker than the blood of the womb.
It's true. It's true. A lot of people don't know other halves of sayings like that. You know?
The blood of the covenant.
Blood is thicker than water, but the blood of the covenant is thicker than the blood of the womb. Or like Curiosity brought the cat back who died from curiosity or whatever the fuck.
What?
Yeah. Curiosity killed the cat. Satisfaction brought her back.
I've never liked the Curiosity killed the cat thing.
It's
what, are you supposed to not look into shit?
Yeah, what, are you supposed to not learn shit?
You're supposed to believe Facebook
Dumbass.
misinformation about the
You know what I hate?
vaccine?
Life isn't fair. Okay, kill yourself then. Like what
Die.
Everything that's bad happened, you're just like, well, fuck it. Everything is bad.
Yeah.
What are you doing, dude?
Most of the time,
life isn't fair.
Figure it out.
You know some like white suburban moms for being like, well, you know, MLK might have good intentions, but life is just isn't fair. What?
What are you even saying?
What's her point? People. Her point, I guess, in that instance would be
some people get shot on the balcony while they're just trying to.
And life isn't fair. Sometimes you just get shot on the balcony. Sometimes you fucking FBI.
Shot fucking dead by who shot him?
Lee Harvey Oswald.
No, that was Lincoln.
Norman Jewison.
Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus.
That guy's so fucking greasy.
He's ugly as shit.
He's greasy. When's the last time that guy took a shower? Take a shower,
I
Norman.
feel bad because so much of my relationship to celebrities is whether or not they're ugly or hot.
Oh,
but
man.
like, damn, are they either ugly or hot?
Sometimes I don't want to look at him, man. Get that motherfucker off my screen.
Like, dude, keep this man away from me. Norman Reedus?
Especially when there's like one ugly guy.
Who did he play? Carl in The Walking Dead.
No, Carl was the kid, dumbass. He played Daryl.
Oh, fuck.
Brother of Merle.
Oh, of course.
Hey, have I ever told you about Merle?
No. Haggard?
No, a different one.
Mm-hmm.
The only other one. The second Merle. So...
You know what meme we need to bring back?
What?
Jason!
Press X to Jason.
Jason!
Press X to Jason.
I love the glitched one where it's like in the middle of a totally unrelated cutscene and he's just going, Jason!
Yeah, it's fantastic.
That's good stuff.
You did Jerry just now.
That was Jerry?
That was pretty Jerry.
I don't think I can do a Jerry.
That's
I
what
can't do
Jerry
any of them,
says
honestly.
when Jason Alexander gets mad and walks off set because they didn't put him in that episode of Seinfeld.
Jason Alexander's in every episode of Seinfeld.
No, he's not. He's not in one of them, and he got really mad about it, and he told Larry David to never let it happen again.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
really?
he's not in the episode The Pen, the one where Jerry and Elaine are visiting Jerry's parents in Florida, and he gets lent a space pen.
Yeah, and then everyone's like, "Why'd you take the pen?"
Yeah, why'd you take the stupid?
I didn't even notice George wasn't in that.
Yeah, George is not in that episode.
That's crazy.
And Jason
Should this just be a
Alexander,
Seinfeld podcast?
I would love for it.
Seinfeld is there a Seinfeld podcast? There has to be.
Surely
There has to be.
Jason Alexander walks up to Larry David. He goes. He's talked about this in like Charlie Rose interviews and shit like that. He's like, Larry, if you ever intend to not put me in an episode of the show again, write me off of it.
Wow.
He was like, if I'm gonna be in this, because I don't know how much you know about.
Is Kramer in that one?
No.
Kramer's just not in something.
He's not in that one. I don't know how much you know about Jason Alexander.
Not a ton.
He wanted to be a Broadway performer. That was his dream.
Really?
And he ended up on Seinfeld, and that was his whole thing.
Oh wow.
And he was a little bitter about it. You can tell he's a little bitter about it.
I feel like he could have turned the Seinfeld fame into Broadway fame pretty easy.
He's on Broadway every once in a while.
I mean, I say that. I don't know shit about Broadway.
You're right.
I know
dumbass.
Mark Hamill was on Broadway for a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
Playing Luke.
Yeah, post Luke.
He was playing Luke on Broadway.
He was playing Luke, but it wasn't in Star Wars or anything.
And anyways, so his reasoning was, if I'm going to throw away my Broadway career to be on a fucking sitcom, put me in the goddamn show.
You know, I kind of get it.
And
even when you say it like that, I
yeah.
kind of get it.
And Larry's like, all right, yeah, sure thing, bud.
Sure. I mean, yeah, and then I guess that never happened again.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it didn't. Never again. That was like season 1, 2, something like that.
Really? The pin is that early? I feel like the pin is so far in.
No, the pin's early on, man.
I guess the pin's never in syndication. I never see it on TV.
I've never seen an episode of Seinfeld on TV.
What?
I mean, I did when I was
What do you watch it on? Your phone?
Netflix. I don't have cable. I haven't had cable since I was like 11.
Oh, I mean, me neither. I just mean, like, what do you watch it on?
Netflix. Where it's
Why is
bad.
it called the television? I'm close to it every time I'm watching it.
What the fuck does that have to do with it?
Tele means far.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Look it up.
It actually probably does. Telephone.
Yeah.
That sounds right. Phone means here. Far
Telescope.
Here. Telepathy.
Telescopes should be called televisions. Fun fact.
You're right. You're right. Holy shit, you're so fucking smart. We were talking about something before Seinfeld and it was important. I forgot what it was.
Fuck. You know, I just feel like this podcast doesn't have legs, man.
I love this podcast.
Me
This
too.
is my favorite thing. I have such a good time.
My favorite thing about a podcast is it doesn't even have to be good or anything.
No, it can be really bad, and this one especially is really bad.
Most of the ones fucking Dynamic Banter sucks.
I can't listen to Dynamic Banter while I'm doing something else. It's the only a big fucking car just drove by, and I know the mic's
Yeah, that was crazy. I watched it. Actually, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, you're lying. You're facing away from the window.
Yeah, it's true. No, I was gonna say I watched my levels go up.
Oh my god.
But that's also a lie.
Anyways, Dynamic Banter has too much going on. I feel like if I'm going to watch it, I have to dedicate my
What are you
full
talking about?
attention to it. Jamie, pull that up.
I really hope we captured Jamie's laugh. That was funny. I sincerely doubt it.
Hey, Jamie, not if we can have your laugh in the podcast. Begrudging.
That's not anything.
Thanks, Jamie.
I'm a body language expert.
Yeah, well, I know Jamie better than you do.
I don't think that's true.
That's hilarious. There was a joke I was gonna make. I did not make. I did not end up making it. What you been playing lately?
What have I been playing lately?
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge.
What console is that on?
It's on everything, and it's really good.
But is it new?
It's brand new.
Brand new, all new.
Yeah, it just came out. It's a 16-bit fighter.
I've played one Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game my whole life.
The GBA one?
Two.
Oh,
I played
2?
the DS tie-in to the 2007 series.
You know, people say that's really good.
It is really good. You could
Really?
like it's like 3D and shit.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's fucking dope. And I've played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Fall of the Foot Clan for the Game Boy, which is
That's one of the best fucking games of all time. I'm getting back up from Jamie on that one. That's a good ass fucking game.
No, that's a fun little beat 'em up on the Game Boy.
I have only ever played that game 100% legally on that DS.
The DS that I built
that we
you
made,
put
yes.
legal games on it.
Yeah. And like, goddamn, I would play that shit for hours.
Really?
I wasn't even high or anything.
It's a 30-minute long game.
It is. I would beat it like 6 times in a sitting.
That's fucking awesome. I'm so glad I got to show you this. It's funny because I asked you if there were any good beat 'em ups for the Super Nintendo, and you recommended the Venom Carnage one, whichever one that is.
Which is bad.
I fucking hated it.
Yeah.
And I stopped playing it 10 minutes in.
I have to be honest with you about something.
Be honest with me.
I'd never played that game before.
Okay.
I had heard it was either really good or really bad, and I didn't. I kind of threw you under the bus.
You gambled.
Under the bus. I gambled it for you.
And you wasted 10 minutes of my time.
It's true.
Plus the 5 minutes it took to legally acquire it.
Yeah.
100. I've actually never.
Fucking long has this been here? This is brand new.
I've had that lamp since I was 13 years old.
Shut the fuck
I
up.
swear to fucking God. Jamie, back that up. That lamp?
Jury's out still. Jury's still out.
I've had that lamp since we met, Jamie. Is that true?
I really like what's happening
It was in
right
my
now.
bedroom, Jamie.
The audience should know Jamie is literally a mime in a mime outfit. So.
Yep. Jamie
Whoa.
approved.
We're
We got
getting a
the
snap.
We got the snap of approval
The snap
from Jamie.
from the MCU.
From the Marvel
People keep
core
asking me if I'm going to see
universe.
the new Thor movie.
Uh-huh.
As much as I'm excited that Natalie Portman's arms are huge now.
Ripped.
I'm not going to pay Taika Waititi $10 to annoy me for 3 hours.
Here's my question. Here's a question I have.
I like Taika Waititi, by the way. I just don't like the MCU.
Do you think Marvel money is the sole reason why people put their heart and fucking soul into acting into those movies?
Yeah,
Because, like,
definitely. I mean, that's how acting works.
Natalie Portman
Right.
has been in
Some like serious shit.
Star Wars,
Yeah.
Black Swan.
Black Swan is. I haven't seen it. Darren Aronofsky did that, right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be really good.
Let's remind me about Darren Aronofsky in a second. Remember it, don't
Sure
forget.
thing. I love his name.
He
He almost did a Batman movie.
really?
Yeah, and it was supposed to be really interesting, like Taxi Driver esque. But it never got made because DC thought it was too much of a departure.
What a bitch.
Wouldn't make money.
I'm confident that nobody can make Natalie Portman get ripped except Disney.
Oh no, they probably gave her like a slave or something. I don't know
Yeah,
what they must have given her.
a strongening slave. Darren Aronofsky. You ever seen the movie Requiem for a Dream?
I haven't, but I've heard of it and I want to see it.
Do not watch that fucking movie.
Oh,
I love talking about this movie.
we're getting a new take on Darren Aronofsky's Requiem for a Dream.
So it's a.
We're hearing that you shouldn't see it.
So it's got Jared Leto in it.
Okay, well now I don't want to fucking see it.
Morbius Sweep. He's great in it. It's got Jennifer Connelly in it from Labyrinth. Jamie is gagging right now. I heard it. Jamie.
I think Jamie's not gonna make it.
Jamie, you good? It's got Jennifer Connelly from Labyrinth in it.
Oh, that's Jennifer Connelly?
Yeah.
I had no
Colony.
idea. Just Jennifer Connelly? Did you know the only reason I got laid is because of the film Labyrinth starring David Bowie?
That's superb for you.
Yeah.
That's like the root of all my nightmares is the movie Labyrinth.
Yeah. We have kind of opposite experiences with that film.
It's got. I'm gonna be so fucked up if I'm wrong. Well, I'm gonna Google it, in fact, because I'm not gonna guess.
I just realized we've got our phones. I've been avoiding Googling things
You
this whole time.
fucking dumbass! You have a computer in front of you. I'm Googling. There's quiet time, and I'm Googling. I was right. It's Marlon Wayans.
Marlon
Fantastic.
Wayans?
You have to hear me out on this.
I
And
hate that nigga.
Some old lady that my grandma was probably into.
Rosemary Harris?
No, that's Aunt May.
Aunt May, yeah. She was also in a show recently called Search Party. Have you seen Search Party? It's got Alia Shawkat in it.
I don't know who that is.
Oh my god, I love Alia Shawkat. She's great in everything she's in, but she's only in like 2 things I've seen.
Bullshit.
Yeah, she's in this new show called The Old Man. I don't want to watch it. It's about an old man.
Isn't
I hate
that
those.
the new M. Night Shyamalan movie?
No, you're thinking of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
So, Requiem for a Dream is about those 4 individuals who are all individually spiraling into their addictions and their vices.
Nice. Fun.
And it's so deeply fucked up. Like, one of those like pit in your stomach, makes you sick after you've seen it ass movies, and it's fantastic.
Old.
That's the M. Night. Jamie pulled that in. The new M. Night Shyamalan movie is old.
Jamie's on it today.
Jamie's fucking doing it. And anyways, it just deeply fucked
That's
me
the
up.
Jamie music.
And if I think about it too long, I get sick about it. Let's play the Jamie tune.
Whoa! Whoa! You know what's the racistest song of all time? It's Kung Fu Fighting. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Chinaman is a term used in that.
Yeah, let me get my bass out real quick.
Oh yeah,
let me get my bass.
Play it for me.
Let's
oh my god.
let's play the bass line.
Bass's name is Leroy, correct?
Yeah,
I thought so.
After the Wheatus song.
I thought it was about the evil twin of Stitch.
It's also that.
Okay.
Let's play the lick from Kung Fu Fighting. Hold your mic up to this.
Yeah, sure thing.
Fuck.
Yep, that's the lick. That's for sure the lick.
They did that one.
You know what else has that? Kirsten Dunst's Turning Japanese.
That's not the Kirsten Dunst.
She did a cover of it in 2004.
Did she?
Yeah.
It's
really funny.
I have mixed feelings about Turning Japanese.
Yeah?
It's in the hit 2000s MTV 2002 MTV movie Jackass the Movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
it's a pretty decent song.
And I love that movie.
It's just definitely racist.
I heard a song not too long ago about a man and his Japanese girlfriends. It's from like the 60s and it's a country song and it's not racially insensitive. It's amazing.
Whoa,
I was so
that's
surprised
super
about
cool.
It. See if I can't pull it up.
That's like when you hear a song and they talk about the Civil War and you kind of like tighten up, your like asshole tightens up for a little bit, your boy pussy, if you will, tightens up a little bit, and then you're like, oh, it's actually not about if the South would have won, we would have had it made.
Do you think? Like, what would it be like? Like, what the fuck would we be
Not
living
very
in?
different because the Confederate States would have almost immediately collapsed.
Yeah, and their fake monopoly
people
money.
think about it. A lot of Confederate sympathizers think about it like, oh well, you know, the U.S. would be the Confederate States of America. That's not true. The U.S. would be cut in half.
Yeah,
and half of it would have collapsed, probably purchased by like Spain or England, and then the rest of it would be the United States. And then probably a secondary Louisiana Purchase takes place eventually. Like it would definitely be a different world, but it would not. The Confederate States wouldn't have lasted either way.
No.
So like the old saying that the South would have won, we would have had it made just isn't.
Is that a saying?
Yeah, people.
I've never heard that. I'm white. I've
never heard that.
No, we would have had it made.
Yeah, we would have had it made.
What would it have? I mean, like
slaves.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Slaves.
That's some Made in Japan by Buck Owens. Is what I was talking about. A man named Buck Owens writes a song in the 60s about meeting a Japanese girl, and it's not.
It's called Made in Japan.
Yeah,
and it's not racially insensitive.
It's just talking about.
This is amazing.
How beautiful she is. Let me read off some of these lyrics. Jamie, pull it up.
Don't actually pull it up, Jamie. He's typing on his own computer.
Yeah, you should have filled in the silence with something better than that.
No, it's fine.
My transistor radio comes from far away. It's made in Japan. And when it's night over here, over there it's breaking day. I remember all the good times I had walking the sand with the beautiful girl that I met made in Japan.
This is making me happy. It's annoying me.
The beauty
it's
of
melting
her
my cold
face
heart.
Was beyond my wildest dreams, like cherry blossoms blooming in the mountain in the early spring.
Holy shit. This is like very beautiful and poetic and everything.
As we walked by the river and she softly took hold of my hand, that's when I fell deep in love with the girl made in Japan.
You know what? I feel like after a day, I got off work recently for the audience. I am so full of hatred when I'm just talking to these people and they're being dumb as shit.
They're paying $9 for their toast.
Yeah, they're paying $9 for their toast. It's crazy. And like it's good toast. Don't get me wrong, but like holy shit, man! Just so you know, he was holding up his microphone like the Statue of Liberty, and
liberty, life, liberty, and the right to pursue land.
Why'd you say that with such vitriol?
It's also not right. Pursue land?
Yeah. That's
You ever seen the movie Pursuit of Happiness with Jaden and Will Smith, and they spell happiness wrong in the title of the movie?
They do?
HAPPYNESS.
No
I swear to
way
fucking
they do.
God. Let's look at Jamie.
I remember that movie because he has a Captain America action figure in that.
Is it cool?
I don't actually remember what it looks like. I just remember that he had it.
I've also never seen this movie, so maybe there's a reason.
I saw it in theaters.
Maybe there's a reason they spell it stupid.
7.
I would imagine. I almost went.
That's so fucked up. The
That was
unusual
fucked up of me,
spelling
but I
of the
was
name's
thinking about the
title
song.
comes from a mural that Gardner sees on the wall outside the daycare facility his son attended. So I'm
Have
that
you
dumbass.
Yeah, well, have you seen that? You haven't seen the movie, but do you know what that movie's about? Don't read the Wikipedia. You pulled up.
Pursuing Happiness.
It's about a homeless man.
Will Smith.
He's homeless.
He's
in that
homeless?
film. Yeah.
Is Jaden Smith his son?
He falls into homelessness. Yeah, it's his son.
How does he fall out of homelessness in Biden's America?
I don't. You see, in Biden's America, I don't know if you can, man. And the thing about it is, oh my God, he touched my leg.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he did. For the lovely viewers, let me tell you, somebody touched my leg. Touched my leg right on there.
That's really fucked up of me to do if I did it.
It is. Jesus Christ!
Did you see my new phone
He
case?
slapped my ass.
That's fucked up. Don't accuse me of that. Don't put that on me.
Slapped me on my
Don't
boy
you
pussy
put that
right
on
now.
me, Ricky Bobby. Do you remember when Michael Clark Duncan died?
Yeah.
Were you sad about it?
Uh-huh.
I was sad about it.
He was the kingpin.
Is that what you were sad about? That he was the kingpin
I mean,
in
no.
2004 Daredevil? I fucking love
Actually
that
haven't
movie.
seen that film.
That movie's so fucking good.
No, it's not. No,
Jamie,
it's not.
what
No,
do we
it's
think
not.
of 2004 Marvel's Daredevil?
We're getting a no from Jamie right now.
We're
We're
getting
getting a throat slitting from Jamie right now.
Aw,
Holy
man.
shit.
That movie is so fucking
One time,
bad.
let me
It's-
tell you about. No, fuck what you're saying.
Okay.
Listen to this. I was in kindergarten, or maybe not even Preckin preschool, and we were watching.
Preckin preschool.
What'd you say?
You said Preckin preschool.
Preckin. You know who should be Deadpool? Who did I say? Tyler Tucker. Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker.
Chris
yeah.
Tucker should have been Deadpool. Think about it.
No.
Watch The Fifth Element and think about it.
What happened when you were in preschool?
Starring Bruce Willis and Mila Jovovich. What are you doing?
Walking around.
Why are you walking? You're stepping over wires.
I'm
You're stepping on your own dog.
I'm stretching my arthritic legs.
Oh my god.
I got arthritis.
I don't know what that is, but
You hear about Polly Walnuts?
is that when there's multiple walnuts?
No, Polly Walnuts.
Is that when there's walnuts who are in love?
Polly.
Polly, like from
Sopranos.
The Sopranos?
Yeah.
I haven't seen The Sopranos.
The guy that played him
You know.
died. Rest in peace. God rest his soul.
Oh, that was Polly?
Yeah.
I assumed Polly was young. His name is Polly.
Nah.
Holy shit. Yeah, I heard about that. That's terrible.
Yeah.
What happened to him? Get hit by a truck?
Okay.
Anyway, we were watching fucking Scooby-Doo at my goddamn preschool
Uh-huh.
at a Baptist church, and I saw the ghost of Blackbeard go and do the slitting your neck motion.
What were you watching?
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Ghost of Blackbeard slit his neck motion.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a little bit rough, I guess.
Okay.
For a children's show. But it's like, all right, I didn't know about that. I was 4,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, I was playing around on the playground after probably nap time or some shit.
Nap
I don't know.
time.
I feel like nap time should come after recess though.
I
Right?
feel like nap time all the time.
You think that shit about Google having a nap time is true? I feel like it's not.
Nah, they don't have that shit. They shoot them in the head if they fall asleep.
Yeah,
They
I
guys-
would imagine there's probably a robot that will fucking kill you.
Yeah,
if you.
They call him
if you sleep.
Funbot 3000.
Yeah.
If you fall asleep, he walks up to you and he executes you Shinzo Abe style.
Yeah. Oh fuck! So Abe style, we're getting that. Do you hear about Hideo Kojima being accused
Yeah.
of his murder?
They thought it was Hideo.
Who's they?
4chan. Well,
4chan came up with that.
4chan
I heard
came
it was
up
the
with it.
French conservative
so
movement.
4chan came up with it,
Uh-huh.
and some French conservative news outlet found it and was like, "This is it. There's the guy."
And so therein lies the false accusation as far as national news goes.
Yes.
I see. Yeah, isn't that fucked up, man? That's a good example of racism. That
Yeah.
They don't teach you about is literally just like, oh yeah, this guy's got a Japanese name. He must have shot the other Japanese person.
Yeah.
I just
There's
learned
only
about
2
right
Japanese
now.
guys.
Yeah.
There are as many Japanese guys as there were Japanese gun deaths this year.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened
There
when you
was
saw
another one?
Scooby Doo?
Anyway, I went like that to one of my friends. We were playing outside. I went. I got in so much fucking trouble.
Really?
So
You
much
think
fucking trouble.
4-year-olds gonna cut your friend's throat?
Yeah. What the fuck are you talking about? And also, you showed it to me.
Yeah, you put that in my brain.
What do you mean, man?
When I was in 2nd grade, we watched Home Alone. In 2nd grade, the movie Home Alone, directed by.
That was actually the working title for Brokeback Mountain.
You're thinking of Blue Harvest.
Don't
And-
steal their bit. That's their only good bit. Well, that's not true. They're very. I feel like I've been talking shit about them on this podcast.
No,
I love them. They're great.
They're
Mr. Sunday
such good
movies.
guys. I want to be those guys. When I hear that
Yeah?
commentary, I wish that I was making that commentary.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. And anyways, at one point, Buzz Aldrin says to Macaulay Culkin,
What?
Buzz
Aldrin's not in that movie.
Buzz Aldrin is his older brother.
Oh, yeah. I forgot his name is Buzz. Did you know Buzz's girlfriend is played by a boy in that film? You know how he goes into Buzz's room and he's rifling through his Playboys and everything. And there's a picture of Buzz's girlfriend that's framed for some reason, even though Buzz is 14 years old.
They're in love.
And yeah, they're in love. And he goes, Buzz's girlfriend, woof. Right? And you see that picture.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
It's bad.
Okay.
Apparently. I don't know. From cultural context, I've figured out it's bad.
Yeah.
Maybe his dogs were barking.
Dogs are barking. Doggy dog world.
It's a doggy dog world. Should that be our sign off?
It's thanks for listening. It's a
doggy dog world.
Oh fuck yeah.
Clicked.
That's awesome.
Clicked it.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Yeah, we're gonna do that one for sure. Watch us forget. Anyway, she was played by a boy as to not hurt any little girl child actor's feelings.
That's great.
Yeah, I think it's a clever move. They just put this little boy in a wig, said now you're an ugly girl.
Yeah, and he was like, hell yeah.
He's like, yeah, fuck, I'm an ugly girl. I'm a boy.
And Buzz Aldrin says to Macaulay Culkin something along the lines of, I wouldn't be friends with you if you were mold growing on my ass or something. And my second grade teacher got really, really upset about it and turned it off and returned the movie to the teacher that lent it to us.
At the Christian private school I went to as a child, they had a rule where if they curse more than 3 times in the first 15 minutes of the film, it's going off.
I think that's a good indicator of what's to come.
That's what they said, and I think that makes sense, even though that's total bullshit.
Well, kids can't hear bad words.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
When was the first time you heard your mom say fuck?
Have I told you that story?
No.
Or anything? Okay. Because I don't remember. And I just thought maybe it was significant and I'd forgotten.
Yeah.
I don't remember. She does this thing where she'll go frickin' A.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever she's upset. And she kind of does it under her breath. Like she doesn't want you to hear it.
Frickin' A. Frickin' A. Yeah, if you said that at your private Christian school, they would have executed you.
Oh, yeah. We had a private meeting about the word swag.
Secretly, we are gay.
What?
You've never heard that?
What do you mean?
So it was one of those probably slightly racially influenced internet movements from like 2011. Where
I love those, man.
If someone said that they were swag, swag was a secret society of gay individuals.
Oh wow!
And swag stood for secretly we are gay.
Black Christians came up with that, or white Christians?
White Christians.
I think it was black Christians.
Really?
I think it could be white folks. I think it was Negroes.
Really?
I think Negroes did this.
I can't blame them.
Yeah.
It's not my place.
Not your apology to accept.
Yeah.
You hear the cicadas?
I hear those fucking cicadas. They're probably fucking up our audio. We better stop while we're ahead.
Yeah, maybe so. Well, let me look.
It's
I'm picking it up.
Doggy dog world.
It's a wait. We have to do it at the same time.
Okay.
Are you ready to be done?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm ready to be done.
Yeah.
I didn't want to call it earlier for you because I can keep going.
This is the longest podcast, I think.
I think it is. Most of them are barely over an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, fucking hell. Soft reboot.
Yeah. Thanks for coming. I feel like
this was. We're going to listen back to this and you're going to hate it and I'm going to love it.
Oh, yeah. No, I think I love it.
Every time. But it's just that, like, there's that pattern at the end. You always say this is probably the worst podcast we've done. So.
Yeah. But
and I feel like
I don't feel that way.
The fan favorite, evidently, is the one where Lawson is there.
That's because Lawson is great.
Lawson's wonderful. And his presence is very much felt, even though he doesn't say a lot.
Yeah. And I think his presence is funnier than both of us combined.
It really is, because you could just hear him.
Just him being there eating rice. That's funnier than any bit we could ever come up with.
Off the mic, off the record.
We should just record like a 10-minute loop of Lawson eating rice and have it on the podcast.
Just like in the background.
And we should tell the audience, they're not going to listen this far. We should tell the audience that he's here. Therefore, garnering the fan clout, the fan respect that comes naturally with Lawson's presence.
Because they're stupid.
They're really,
and they'll fall for anything.
It's true. They're really gullible. They're really dumb. Lawson, they say Lawson is the opium of the masses.
And don't forget,
it's a doggy dog world.